Hello? Hi. Hi, friends. How's it going? I feel like I could listen to that bear. We're listening to the game music already, and I feel like I can listen to this bear snore for like a very long time. But hi, friends. How's it going? Cody A4. We have two Codys here right now. But Cody A4, thank you for following here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for lurking while you're working. I hope work goes well. Okay, this game is like so loud for me. Like, yes, I can listen to the bear, but like maybe not that loud, you know what I mean? But yeah, how are we? It's good to see you all here, especially because yesterday my internet went out, so I had to end stream after 2 hours, which was a bummer. But Ash, welcome in. How are you? And Bass, welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you, Bass, as well for following here. I hope that alert wasn't too loud for anyone. I honestly wasn't paying attention. I'm like trying to. It's really weird because it's like still on my OBS, but it like feels like a different land over here. I don't know how to describe it. Vishna, welcome in. Thank you for following here. I appreciate you. How are you doing, Vishna? And Kristen, of course, welcome in. How are you doing today? And Cody, other Cody, how are you? It's good to see you. And Arthur, welcome in. How are you? I'm okay. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. It was just like a bummer yesterday that my internet went out. It was storming like for 3 days though, so it's kind of to be expected. But I was just bummed. Like I feel like we were in the middle of the 100 baby challenge and my internet went out, so like that was kind of stinky. But I'm happy to be here. Like it feels like I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be able to stream over here and be an ambassador for It Gets Better. And I'm seriously like so grateful for anyone who joins here. Steph, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. I woke up and remembered you were going to be over here today. Vishnu, thank you for coming in. Like, thank you guys so much for coming in. Seriously, it means so much. I know it's like kind of, I mean, it's an extra step to be here. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate it, especially because like, here's like a good place where we can have good discussions, and it's kind of like, it's nice when people can participate. So today I decided I wanted to talk about, like my experience of being a woman in the content creation space, and I would love you guys if you guys, well, I mean, I love you guys regardless, but I would love if you guys want to participate in the discussion, or if you just want to listen, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to be a woman or femme presenting to participate. I mean, we're all up for any good thoughts here. Did I miss 100 baby challenge stream yesterday? Cody, you did, but it's okay because we only got pregnant with another baby. We didn't birth another one. What did we do yesterday? We got another kid aged up. So now we have two teenagers, and they both have a part-time job. So that's nice because we can make money, but they haven't worked yet, so we haven't made money yet. But yeah, today I thought I would talk about that. We're also going to be playing Bear and Breakfast, which I don't know if anyone else has been playing that. Have any of y'all been playing that? I've watched a few people play like a little bit of it. I kind of knew it was something that I wanted to play, so I didn't want to get spoiled too much. So I've only seen a little bit of the gameplay, but it looks so stinking cute. And everyone that I've watched play this has been like obsessed with it and like keep playing it. So I think that's a really, really good sign. So yeah, I'm excited to see what it is. It looks like a nice, cute game. Nova, welcome in. Thank you for following here. How are you? And Tragic, welcome in. I was interested in watching Bear and Breakfast, so it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Is it okay if I call you Tragic? It's good to have you here. I love me a good discussion, Cody. Thank you. And Toffee, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you, Toffee. This morning, Toffee and I were in Rio's stream, and it was a good time. I've never heard of it. What's it about? You know, I'll be honest. I think I haven't read like the description, Cody, but for Bear and Breakfast, I think it's just like you're a bear living in a woods, and it's kind of like the kind of game where you just set up a bed and breakfast type place, I think. I mean, I've tried not to spoil myself on it because again, I've known that it's a game that I wanted to try playing. So all I've heard is just it is really cute. I haven't been playing, but it seems like a nice cozy game. Yeah. I think I think it's supposed to be like pretty good. Nova, it's good to see you. Good morning. How are you? I was having a great time. I was also having a great time. Tragic is good. Okay, thank you so much for letting me know. It's good to have you here. I'm expecting seeing a bear eating some breakfast. Honestly, that would be really cute. I think we'll just get into the game because I feel like it's more natural for me to have discussions while I'm playing games. But look how cute this scene is by itself. Like, is that not adorable? Is it stretched for you guys? I feel like it looks a little stretched. I don't know how to fix that. There, wait, like this? I don't know. That maybe helped a little bit. It's probably a little bit stretched, but it's fine. We're gonna start. Yeah, isn't it cute? It's so cute, right? Oh god, my headphones just crackled like crazy on that. Why can't I ever fall asleep on time? Mood. Last night I could not fall asleep on time. I'm at work, so I have to follow and fly. No problem, Nova. I hope work goes well. I'm gonna be so tired tomorrow. I was worried that I was gonna be tired today. Mom's gonna kill me. Also, I hope the sound is good. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Me. Hank's hands got very cold all of a sudden. His forehead felt heavy with a crushing pressure. A dark figure with glowing eyes stared from far away. What is this? I was not expecting any of this. I feel like I'm not centered. Let me center myself. Okay, sound is good. Thank you for letting me know, Cody. Weathered stones and dry wood surrounded it. That was kind of loud. Suddenly, a blinding jolt of lightning illuminated the sky. Thunder cracked. A shriek pierced through the sky. I've not seen a lot of gameplay, so excited. Yeah, Arthur, me too. Game's got lore, it really does. I was not expecting this. Also, Nova, thank you. There was no one there. Everything felt dark and silent again, except for the rain. Yeah, kind of scary, right, Ash? I was not expecting that. Forget I said anything. Sleep is overrated. Oh, look, it's us. Hello? Oh my god, did you see that ear twitch? I can't move. Oh god. Is he having sleep paralysis? I get sleep paralysis. Do not. Don't what? See? Because that's already happening. I've seen nothing about this game. This is my first time hearing about it. Really? Him. Can't do that either. WASD to move around. Okay. Well, that's convenient. Look at the way you can tell by the way he uses his walk. Find? You mean like an introspection thing? I'm guessing I'm supposed to find something. Look, I can't go that way anymore. Ooh, sleep. Bed. Yeah, sure, I'll just take a nap in the deathbed. Yeah, I think we should. E to interact. I'm doing that. Oh, there we go. The way he walks, right? He is really adorable. You're not great at making your mind up. Wake. Why is this like Donnie Darko? That was kind of spooky. That's it. No more dumplings before bed. Okay. For the third time, Hank. Are we named Hank? Because I love the name Hank. Better see what's up. Okay. I just unlocked an achievement called Sleep is Overrated. Nice. Alright. Well, that was an interesting intro. Okay, so today, what I wanted to talk about here was like my experience of being a woman in the content creation space, because I think it's something that should be talked about and it's a unique experience, right? So obviously I stream on Twitch, in case you guys didn't know. I am a Twitch streamer, and I also make YouTube videos and Twitter and TikTok, that kind of stuff. And a lot of like it's really hard, I think it needs to be acknowledged that a lot of the spaces are just like male dominated, and with that comes a lot of challenges that face women or femme-presenting individuals. Dondoms, welcome in. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. How are you? I've never heard of you before. Oh, it looks like it's from the creators of Don't Starve. I could see that. And Lindsay, welcome in. Thank you for following here. And Zag, welcome in. What? You're a Twitch streamer? I never would have guessed. I know. I know, isn't that crazy? I don't think people would realize that. Redeems Tamagotchi check-in. Dondoms. It's not real because you can't actually do that here. Well, lurking while I work, no problem, Linz. I hope you are having a good day at work. Also, hi, is it okay if I call you Zag? Is that correct? I don't know, any cooking recipes? Does that mean that we could cook later? So I thought I would like begin this discussion because it's with something that I think about a lot. So before I started streaming, when I was thinking about streaming, I worked a retail job and I had 2 coworkers that streamed. One of them I'm really good friends with. His name is Daman. He's really like who inspired me to start streaming because he's just the most positive person in the world. And the other one is just a coworker I had. And Daman was super encouraging. And then the other coworker I had, which I don't think it's worth naming, and honestly, I don't have any beef with him or anything, but I will always remember the one thing that he said to me before I started was, "Oh, Twitch will be easy for you because you're a girl." And I always think about that because there's just something there. There's just something there that assumes that people on Twitch watch a femme presenting or a woman on Twitch because for like with weird intentions like that has a certain connotation, you know. Zag is good. Okay, good. Thank you for letting me know. I'm good, thank you. Hope your morning has been good. Thanks for being here and doing this. Oh my god, Dondoms, no, thank you for being here. Yeah, isn't that just yucky? So I think the reason he was saying that was that he thinks that it really is easier for girls to get like more views or whatever on Twitch because probably he thought because it's a male dominated space, women aren't as popular, like common, and that makes them more popular, I guess. Yeah, ew, why would he say that, right? Isn't that gross? And then when I think it's such an awful thing to say too, because once I started like growing my community and like making friendships and stuff, and I was like, it would be in the back of my mind, like, oh my god, are all these people here for the wrong intention? And like, and is it really just because I'm a girl and not because I've put in work and like all this stuff? Well, aren't you a bag of bones? Good to see hibernation hasn't kicked in yet. Look at how cute he is! Look at that face! That's how I felt waking up this morning. You can't call it that every time I get a little extra sleep. How come, like, the words are covered? Why do I have to guess what it is? Is that a mistake? I don't know why that's happening, to be honest. Maybe I have to change the settings. Had a hard time sleeping, too many thoughts. Joey, welcome in. Thank you for following here. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? Well, that runs in the family. Have you tried thinking less, I'm guessing that says? Gee, thanks, Mom. Where's Annie? Anakin? In her room with Will, probably. I should go wake her up. I know, I was about to say why the bears... Yeah, the covering the whole text. I don't know. Text is on the wrong layer? Yeah. I wonder why, Gray. Also, Gray, welcome in. I wonder if that's been, like, happening to other people. I'm gonna see if, like, me changing this... I don't know why this would help. Oh, God. But maybe it would. What just happened? Everything on my computer just disappeared for some reason. It's okay. We got this. We got this. I got it back. I mean, I don't know if that changed everything, but we'll have to see. Hank is the most relatable video game character ever. Have you been playing this game? Fancy seeing you here. We love seeing familiar friends here. Okay, it did fix it. So I just changed the display resolution. Maybe it was just like not correct for my screen or something. I don't know. So yeah, my coworker said that. And then when I first started streaming, I was genuinely like very scared that I would get a lot of creepy people who think I'm there for the wrong reasons. And while I do get creepy people, I would just like to say about that statement, and if you're just coming in, I'm talking about how I had a coworker once that told me that Twitch would be easy for me because I'm a girl. And after thinking about it and mulling over it, I just don't think that, like, surely maybe there are some people like that out there, but I feel like it's all the work that goes behind it too, obviously. And I know for me personally, if people were there for the wrong intention, I'm able to like suss that out pretty fast. And they pretty quickly realize that they can't get away with that kind of stuff in my community. But yeah, so that was gross. And I was scared for a while of all that stuff. And I know that like there's always like Twitter threads like Twitch is not a dating site, and that's a big concern too. I've been too addicted to Cult of the Lamb. I really wanna, I still haven't seen any gameplay of that, but I wanna see what it's like. Because so many people are playing that. It seems like it would be a fun thing. There's always something to do around the house. Anyone that tells you different has never looked behind their fridge. Is she saying that it's dirty behind the fridge? Okay, what am I supposed to do? I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention to what she was saying, so maybe I'm just supposed to explore. I wonder if that's our mom. That's cute that I get to turn off and on the light. Oh, I can go through here. I wasn't able to do that before. Good. Get out. Look at him! What is this? Is this a pigeon? Look at his hat! Look at his face! Morning! Out. Okay, Annie and Will are not having it. Yeah, this is a cute, chill game. I really like it so far. I mean, I'm literally like 2 minutes in the game, but I'm liking it so far. That's not very good morning of you. There's nothing good about being up this early. I don't smell any reasons to be up yet. What do you mean? I could smell him a mile away. Delightful, both of you. What's on the docket today, boss? Digging a new hole next to the other holes? Actually, Mom said she might let us cross the creek today and check under the bushes for mushrooms. What did I tell ya? I live for the hunts. How come we never get to do fun stuff anymore? So are they like siblings, I wonder? Yeah, this game is on Steam. I think it's also supposed to be coming to Switch. I think they announced that they had it made for the Switch, and it's just like waiting to be approved. Like a good old visit to the dumpster. We're not allowed past the fence anymore. Besides, what did I just say? I just made up my own word. Besides, there hasn't been any new garbage in months. Well, we won't find any garbage or shroomies in here. Let's go already. You're on his side now? It's morning, we're up. Let's do stuff. They warned me betrayal never comes from your enemies. Ash, thank you for lurking. Ooh, I'm outside now. I'm not a woman, but I think it's awesome to use your platform to share about the experiences, the ups and downs about being in an online space. Part of your community's vibe is mutual respect, and I think assuming girls just have it easier on Twitch is in some ways disrespectful. Oh, for sure. I think it was definitely disrespectful. I was bringing up that comment, Domdoms, because I for sure think it was disrespectful. And also, it's just like, I think when you make comments like that, it just instills and keeps a culture like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it cultivates it. It cultivates what's already there instead of working against it. Oh, my camera froze. I got this. I look like I'm deep in thought there. Sounds like you said Plaz, and I'm here for it. I know. I don't know what I was saying. What is denim, anyways? Oh, yeah, I'm not wearing clothes. Oh, okay. So I need some tools to clear that. I'm assuming I find those around here. Yeah, absolutely. And I think what I something that I wanted to talk about too is that it really is kind of scary for women creators in the beginning. And when I first started streaming, I was streaming for like an average of like 3 people for a few months. And during those few months, when I had the least amount of people, I think that's when I had like the creepiest amount of people or the most disgusting like comments and misogynist comments. And I always think that's really interesting because it's almost just like in real life, like gross people like that prey on like vulnerable people. Because I know we were talking about this in the It Gets Better stream last time I streamed here with Freezy, sort of about different people, but we were talking about like how when you're first starting out, it can be really hard to like define your community values and ban people who don't align with those. Um, Especially like say you have an average of 3 viewers, if one of those people are making you uncomfortable, it can be scary to like, say you're not wanted here anymore because that's a third of your community. And it's really hard to do, especially if you don't have supportive mods or like any friends on Twitch yet. Like I know it took me a little while to have mods or make friends that I could trust and all that. And it's sad. Also, obviously, I'm a guy, so I can never know all the girls in the field go through. But even playing with girls for years now, I've heard a lot of insults in those type of people. Anyone who says girls have it easier on Twitch is just wrong. Is so much more complex than that, definitely. Yeah, and we can like get into like what it's like being a female in like just video gaming too, because that's a whole thing too. They think they can get away with it because there aren't other people around to see it. Exactly. Like it's like they know that that person is sort of vulnerable. Also, Jess, welcome in. How are you today? Absolutely. Less people to call them out so they feel like they can be creepy. Exactly. And like it's sort of like they feel like they have a right to do it too. And like that kind of goes with, I know, like for me and like a few of my friends, we've had people in the communities that have been in the communities for like a long time. And then they'll start to do stuff that like makes you uncomfortable. And then the longer that it goes on and the more ingrained in the community it is, it's really, really hard to be like, hey, what they're doing is wrong because they've been around for so long. It's kind of hard to like define a line if it's only being pushed a little bit each time. And it's like scary. It's scary too because like the internet is a scary place. And like I know I've been scared of like somebody being malicious if I ban them or something. And like I don't know, like I don't think I've put myself in like doxable positions, but like in case, I don't know what people on the internet are capable of, and that's like a scary thing to think about. And I think, I mean, from my experience, again, I'm speaking from my experience because that's the best that I know, and that's why I would love this to be a discussion. If you guys can share anything different or similar, that's totally fine. But from my experience, I feel like I have to worry about that more as a female. Like I have a friend who he has nearly doxed himself like 3 times, and he like doesn't care at all because he's not really scared of what that could mean. But if that were to happen to me, I would like panic, like very much panic. When it's proportionally such a percentage of your viewership, i.e. when you're starting off, I bet it can feel discouraging. Once you grow, hopefully it becomes much easier to see the good outweighs the bad. Exactly. It is really hard in the beginning because you're like, especially when you're new to Twitch, like you may not understand things as much. So maybe you're like, oh, maybe this is just like okay, and you know, maybe I can let it go because this person is supporting in other ways. Finn, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. It's stupid people are like that. I follow a variety of people, all based on if I like what they are streaming and the community they have. I've dropped streamers I initially followed because of the community they fostered. That's really interesting. And I think that's a great point too. Because like whenever I'm in that kind of tough situation, I have to remember that if I'm feeling uncomfortable, I'm sure at least someone else in the community is feeling uncomfortable too. And in my experience, it's definitely turned out to be true. So, you know, if you continue letting people push those boundaries, you start to foster that community where people think that that's okay. Absolutely on what you said about when even just one viewer with a small view count, it can feel really hard. I'm non-binary, but I'm AFAB. Is it okay if I say AFAB? I always read that online, but in my head I say AFAB. I don't know if I should be saying AFAB. And feminine presenting, and I have quite a small community, but the one uncomfortable comment or even usernames that are implying something gross makes me want to step away from Twitch, and it sucks. Yeah, it's very discouraging. And it's very demeaning, I suppose. Like, I remember when I just started out on Twitch, I would get like people just coming in and like telling me awful things. I turned whispers off pretty fast, but whispers were a big thing when I was starting out on stream. Just like I would be streaming and people wouldn't even say anything in the chat. They would whisper me and just say really gross comments. And I didn't know about that. And so quickly I was able to realize that I should turn whispers for strangers off. But still, it sucks that that happens right away. As good as ever. I should probably be reading this. Good enough. Whatever that means. Good, today is a very special day. I need you to go on the hunt. Alright, point me to the hole. I love these characters. To Black Moss. What? What? I know I said no going past the fence, but you've all been so good, and I need your help. Ah! The bush around the tombstone is getting a little thick, and the flowers aren't in bloom anymore. So I'll need you to find me a bundle of alligator weed. I can't believe we get to leave this stinking place. I mean, adventure. Anyway, Hank, you're in charge of this operation. Heck yeah, I am. Here, this is what I'm looking for. In fact, take the whole notebook so you don't forget. Okay. Awesome. But don't lose it again. I won't. He will. He will. Look at how cute he looks. Oh, you can't see. And I don't think I can move just my camera, unfortunately. Alright, you three, and remember you're getting that bundle and straight back. He's blushing, though. That's what he's doing. Not one step further than the swamp. Yes, Ma. Adorable. I turned off whispers so long ago, I forgot they existed, right, Cody? You learn, like, some stuff pretty early on. And I'm curious to know, like, of what male presenting or men on Twitch, like, does that happen to you guys? Do you guys get weird whispers early on? I found a lot of, well, that's the way the internet is, with a lot of misogynistic comments towards women in spaces, but it's absolutely not. I'm pretty new to online gaming and have been told I was soft for being uncomfortable with comments. It really takes a community of people to stand against it. Exactly, Steph. And it is really disturbing when people say stuff like that, because it cultivates, it just keeps it happening forever. And that's what creates like internalized misogyny too, I think. Shock, welcome in. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. And that's really upsetting when I'm playing online games like Valorant. I don't play Valorant often, but I know sometimes when I play and there will be a woman on my team or on the other team, it can either be like the best thing ever, or sometimes they're really toxic too. And it's like, it's because it needs a lot of people for anything to change. Panic, welcome in. I hope you're doing well too. You deserve that too. I didn't know they existed. Then again, I average one viewer when I do stream. That's fair. That's totally fair. And Yeah, I mean, I would love to know about everyone's experiences with that. Whispering people insults is the ultimate baby move. They know they would get called out. It's an invasion, right? It's like I feel I felt like violated when people would whisper it. It wasn't insults, honestly. It was just like gross men being like, "Hey, you're so beautiful." Like some like that doesn't sound gross, I guess, but like sometimes it would be gross. Um it would be gross comments about those lines, but it's like I'm not streaming to be told that I'm beautiful by people that I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I stream to connect with people and to build a community. That's what I'm passionate about. And to entertain people. So when anyone's first comment in my stream is like, "Hey, you're so beautiful." I'm like, "Okay." Like, okay, that's not why I'm here. You know, like if I felt more comfortable being a camless streamer, I would do that actually. But I actually feel like I'm sometimes funny and sometimes I feel like my camera helps for that, I'll be honest. Okay, I have a lot to catch up on. Thank you so much for everyone messaging. Um, yeah, I try my best to keep in mind how my interactions with creators can come across, considering what they have to deal with from users who have more malicious intentions. I learned a lot listening to friends vent about interactions, and it helped me examine my own behavior and how it might be interpreted. I still think I screw up sometimes and make people uncomfortable, but I'm doing my best to put myself in the shoes of other people. Yeah, Bishna, and I think that's great. Like, you pointed out some good things there about how you've been listening to people and their experiences, because we never truly can know or understand another person's experience unless we stop to listen first. And I think that's great that you're putting yourself in the other person's shoes. I think something to be said too is that it can be difficult because everyone has different boundaries, you know? Like you go to I mean, I don't even know. Like obviously my stream is family friendly on my main channel. So what you can say there is probably different than what you can say in like Alana's stream isn't family friendly anymore, and like you could say different things there. Not to say that you can say crazy things in Alana's stream, but everyone's boundary is different, and it's not just about like whether your stream is family friendly or not. It's about your own personal boundaries too. You are too sensitive to comments as gating, and as Emmy is saying, just propagates an unwelcoming culture. That's just not something you say to someone you don't know really well online or elsewhere. Exactly. Jumping in to say yes when people write off toxic online behaviors as just have to grow thick skin or that's how the internet is, just perpetuates and allows those behaviors to thrive. Exactly. And like, I think it can be really upsetting too because it can turn away good people in a community too. Like, whether it's on a Twitch stream or right now I'm thinking of my experience with Valorant. Does time pass in the game? I think it does. That's okay. So whether I'm thinking about Valorant and like how I've taken such a big break from Valorant, and I tend to like take big breaks from those kind of games because a lot of times they just end up making me feel bad about myself. And that's not what you want for video games. Like, nobody wants that. I genuinely don't know a single person who logs on to play a game and is like, I can't wait to feel bad. Like, I know we joke about that when it's like something like Valorant, but yeah. I've only gotten some awful whispers asking for OnlyFans, yeah, and just be over-sexualized. Exactly. It's so uncomfortable, and even if you block or ban them, exactly, Toffee. We can get into that because I think it's such a messed up thing that even if you block or ban people on Twitch, they can still watch your stream. Like, that's a violation to me. I've gotten whispers from some creeps before that have been banned. It was a drop in the bucket compared to what the actual creators get, but it felt weird for those people to try and buddy up to me. Interesting. That's upsetting too. Shock, thank you for being here, and Ash, welcome in. How are you? I'm sorry I'm a bit behind right now. Thank you for raiding into a camera feed of zoo animals. Yeah, it does sound like that, doesn't it? You more than sometimes funny. Thank you, Vishna. this. I hate how you can do everything to stop but communication, that communication aspect of someone, but knowing they're still watching your stream is icky. Isn't it awful? Like, I banned someone early on, like probably like a year and a half ago. And maybe like 6 months ago, I raided someone and I saw that they were in the raid. And I was like, it's so upsetting because you set up these boundaries and you hope they're respected. Like, if I don't think I'm really banned anywhere, I hope, but if I know that I'm not welcome in a space, no matter if I think the other person was in the right or the wrong, I'll stop going there because that's that person's boundaries. And that's like, why would I want to make that person uncomfortable, whether they know it or not? Whether they know that I'm there or not, I guess is what I'm saying. So that's really strange. Kevin, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you today. The Marine Mammal Rescue has lots of other friends that enjoy our company. Wait. Oh, I thought we were talking about this game. How's Bear and Breakfast going? Honestly, we're very early in the game. I have no idea what's going on. I think we're wandering around. And I think I have to, like, find things around. I'm just kind of chilling. I'll be honest, I don't know what's going on. But I'm just walking around. Valorant's a pretty stunning example of a game with a lot of toxic aspects in the community from my perspective, for sure. And, like, it's upsetting because you can find, like, good people. Like, I mean, I have a ton of friends that play Valorant, and I know they're good people. But it's like a rare thing. It's especially upsetting, and we talked about that a little bit last It Gets Better stream too, is how sometimes it's even on your own team. Like, I never use voice chat in games. Go to the black moss through the thicket. Oh, is this gonna tell me where to go? Is this giving me directions? It says an arrow. So I'm guessing it is telling me where to go. I should pay attention to that. Yeah, there's an arrow here. So yeah, sometimes it's your own teammates. Like, I'm scared to talk in game because if I'm doing bad in Valorant, people, and then I use voice chat and they know that I'm a girl or I sound like a girl, they'll be more rude. And they could be like, oh, you're bad because you're a girl. Whereas if they don't know and they'll assume that I'm a guy, they'll probably be more friendly. Or even worse, if I speak and I'm a girl, then they'll be gross. My very first stream, I got a comment in chat asking for my PayPal, and I got really scared and stopped for a few weeks. I didn't know that was a thing, and they kept whispering me. Ew, Steph, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that that happened to your first stream, too. I've never seen a game where people are so quick to tell you to deal with it in regards to Valo's toxicity for the sake of communication. But no one who speaks to others like that is going to give a second thought to call outs or suggestions or actual gameplay conversations. That's true. And sometimes I do think, like, it always reminds me when I worked a retail job. I was in sales for a little bit, and sometimes I would get people come in and just be absolutely terrible to me. And one day I went home and I was like complaining to my parents about it. And my dad, who is a psychiatrist, I don't think this was his, I mean, it could have been a little bit of psychiatry speaking that made him say this, but he told me that people who treat you like that are because that's the only place where they can pretend that they're important. And that made me feel better because that person probably walks through their whole life, like, and life is very hard for them, and that's in a retail setting, or being toxic on video games is like the only place where they can actually get away with that, I guess. I don't know. That made me feel a little bit better, I guess. That happened to me too. Banned someone who was a longtime community member, and after a whole year of that, they were still watching. I'm so sorry, Linz. It's horrible to feel like you are passing that person over to other streamers. Exactly, that too. And that's a whole other thing too, because just as I said, like, different people have different boundaries. Like, I would never want people to ban anyone because I banned them. Like, I would never be like, I would never want to spread a ban like wildfire because somebody else's boundaries and what's opinion is okay. Like, I trust everyone's opinion for themselves to a certain point. If somebody does something like really bad, then I'll probably tell people. But yeah, that's hard too, because you don't, at least me, I feel like I never want to gossip about people. This is related to the over-sexualization comments. I remember one time in a Discord server I was in, whenever I would join in the community games, the men, including the mods, would sexualize a lot of my comments, but only when the streamer in charge of the Discord had left the call. Cody, oh no, I'm so sorry. That's so uncomfortable. And then, oh man, when it's a mods, what do you do? That's awful. I'm sorry that happened. Although definitely still a concern, at least the shared ban list make a step. Yeah, that's true too. I think there is a problem with the shared ban list though, in that it shows everyone that you've banned and unbanned. So like, I'm pretty sure I've like banned Freezy as a joke before. Obviously Freezy's not problematic. They should make a Tortoro mod for that game. That would be so cute. I never play competitive games anymore unless I have a full group, but I can't meet new people to fill that void. Fill that group because I don't want to play solo. Yeah, I like playing those games with friends too. Also, Kevin, thank you. One awful thing I've noticed playing with my friends is people called out my friend's username because it's kind of girly and they get toxic. Yeah, like, so on Valorant, I don't have my name. My name was never like a girl name, but I know I've played with Katie and Tina, and they have like their Twitch names as their names. I haven't played with them that much, so I probably shouldn't have used them in examples, but I used to play with Maddie, and I think Maddie had her name Maddie in her username, and we would get some weird people sometimes. You are welcome in. How are you? Why are you terrible? What's going on? Total psychiatry, psychology-informed perspective. Well done. Projecting the lack of control one has elsewhere onto situations that are inappropriate. Yeah. Dondoms, you're a therapist, right? Or am I making that up? I just heard some people were terrible, so I wanted to come in and be terrible. Wait, what? Oh, we're talking about terrible people. Yeah. The 3 friends who found themselves farther than they'd ever gone before. Past the soothing meadows and the quiet streams of the thicket. Margaret wouldn't know, but this was not exactly their first adventure. Annie the Karelian dog. Brave but clumsy. Will, the poor Will. Aww. Grumpy on the outside, but surprisingly, even more so on the inside, I'm Will. And Hank the brown bear. These guys are so cute. Cheerful and curious, but maybe a little concerned about the promise he made back home. No, Mom, I'm definitely not gonna wander too far in an adventurous fashion. I promise. Traveling. I'm trained in therapy, but in more medical and day-to-day practice. Hospital-based consult psychiatry for kids. That's amazing. That's really amazing. I first went to school for psychology with the intention of working with children. But then I took biopsych and I was like, never mind, I'm gonna be a teacher. I can still work with kids. I can still help them. I just started playing Valo more recently, and I'm regretting having my username in it because I've definitely have gotten some not great comments, but I mute voice chat. Yeah, I always mute voice chat if as soon as somebody says something where I'm like, this person is gonna be awful, I mute them immediately. And it's hard because like it's so discouraging. Like when I'm in a game and I'm in a game with someone who is misogynistic, like I literally feel this like, it's like a mixture of like anger and like it's like a pit in my chest, and like it doesn't make me want to do good in the game. It doesn't make me want to play the game. And I really don't get angry. It's like really, really, really difficult for me to get angry. I'm just not the kind of person. Like I would say I probably get sad before I get angry, but that makes me angry, you know? I think it's funny that when femme-presenting people play competitive games, they get shamed, mocked, and awful comments, but also if any femme-presenting person plays soft, cozy games, they get shamed and— exactly! Toffee, it's that double thing. And then also, Toffee, you have all those like, cis men who are like, I just want a gamer girl. Like, do you? Do you? Because you're also the people who are gatekeeping. Yeah, biochemistry, like, nah, exactly. There's literally no winning, exactly. I also get sad before angry, yeah. I've always been that way. It can be frustrating sometimes. Alright, gang, spread out. I love how I have no idea what's going on in this game. But it's cool because it's a chill game. I can't believe it's been 50 minutes already. We've been absolutely popping off. Yeah, and like I think it is upsetting about the community on Twitch because I will be like very honest, and I was thinking about like what I would talk about today, and this kind of scared me to mention, but I think it does need to be mentioned because I don't think I'm the only one that feels this way, is that it does make me distrustful of new people. And I don't like that. I especially appreciate like there's a lot of like cis men here in this stream today, and I really appreciate you guys showing up. Seriously, that means so much, and being able to show that you're willing to listen and learn. And it is hard though. Like I consider like all of you guys to be my friends, but like whenever there's somebody new in my community and they've said like maybe a few things that made me wonder, I always feel distrustful, and I don't like feeling like I can't trust people, especially if I consider them to be a friend. But it's scary because like people have gotten close to me like from Twitch, and then all of a sudden like it's like a light switch flips, and like it's all of a sudden very uncomfortable. And yeah, Will stayed up all night watching movies again. Something about a dog named Marley? Not that one. Don't know, I fell asleep halfway through. Yeah, that one's an upsetting movie. I also never play with voice chat on. I just can't deal with it except with friends. Yeah. Yeah, and that's actually good to know too, Kevin, that you feel that way. Oh, right, I read that one. Yeah, but this is a really interesting topic. I sometimes worry about if I'm ever too much and if I ever cross someone's boundaries, if they will let me know. Probably not, but I'm so aware that I'm a straight white man and the privilege that comes with that. So I might not understand if it makes someone uncomfortable if I approach them in the wrong way. So I try to always be careful because I think most people in here know that I would never mean anyone harm. Anyway, yeah, you're one of the people that has been around for a while, and you always voice that it's not your intention, and I think you're very cautious in the way that you present certain things, which is definitely appreciated. I mean, in my eyes. I can't speak for everyone. Yeah, the internet is a scary place. No one bothering them about not flying. I'm literally walking here. I'm walking here. You are always wondering their intentions or just waiting for them to show their true colors, which is horrible to feel all the time. Exactly, Toffee. And like, I don't think I'm like making that up either. Like that I'm just like paranoid for no reason. Because when I was first starting out, like there would be a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but there would be like a decent amount of people who, what the heck is going on? Tire screech. What dialect spells tire with a Y? Is that Canadian English or British English? Katie, welcome in. Thank you for lurking while getting ready for work. I appreciate you. There's actually been a few academic studies on harassment of women in video games. They're super interesting and validating. Linz, I would love to know, obviously not right now because I think you're working, but if you can ever like send those to me in like the Star Fragments Discord or something, I would love to see that. May, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. I have a feeling I came on strong when I first joined, but that was not to get your attention, but I was really happy to find a streamer. Bass, I honestly can't remember, so I don't think you did. When I'm saying like come on strong, I'm talking about the people. Bass, I don't think you've like ever complimented my physical appearance, which is good. But I'm talking about the people who literally come in and like be like, you're so beautiful today. And like it's hard because like I don't mind comments like that, But if that's like the first thing you say before I know who you are, or before we have any sort of relationship, um, it's very concerning. So that's what I'm kind of talking about. Besides that, you're good. Like I've literally, I mean, honestly, everyone here right now, I haven't felt uncomfortable by. So we can get that out of the way. Um, I get it. I'm newer here and I don't expect to be trusted right away. I'm more than okay than earning people's trust because I have seen people turn for the worst before and it sucks. Yeah, I appreciate that, Joey. And like trust is something that you have to earn for everyone. Like even when I'm in a new chat, like even though like I try to be respectful. Like it's not like I'm ever gonna come in and immediately act like I'm someone's best friend. Like I want to earn someone's trust too. Linz, thank you. I appreciate you. Methinks any woman online has reasons to have that wariness. Obviously, Twitch is amazing for helping people with shared interests and meet and connect, friendships and farming. French, the way that I read friendships and farming, but you said friendships forming. But it is still online and people can control how they come across in more ways than in person, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's true. That does make sense. And like I think a lot of ways that can be beneficial. I know because like I think this is a whole other thing to open up, but I know because I have like ADHD, I don't communicate that well vocally sometimes with people, but with text it can be easier for me because I can think about what I'm saying more. And I say that, but I'm also like very impulsive in my messages and streams to like friends and stuff. Freezy, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. May, you're tired because it's warm and you did leg exercises and your legs feel like jelly? Well, good for you for doing some leg exercises. I try to wait a while before I give any sort of compliments like that, and even then I really only like to compliment things that the person has more control over or is more of a reflection of their personal expression. Like I think that I have complimented your hair once when it seemed like it was done a new way. Yeah, actually, Bishna, that is definitely an interesting thing to say about compliments. I'm gonna let Chai out. She wants to leave this room. That's like a really good point of like complimenting things that people can control. Like if someone did their hair differently or like wearing a different shirt or something. I don't know. That's a good way to put that. That's kind of creepy if they enter the chat that way. Oh, for sure. Exactly. You don't know anything about them. Some folks come in like, hello, I'm new, but I've journeyed 10,000 years and across time and space to find someone of your physical beauty. Let me ask you a question that's answered in the About section because I'm clearly Digital Prince Charming. Behold my charm. Yes, Dodnums, exactly. I'm actually super glad we're having this conversation. In September, I'll be starting a qualification in esports, and the teacher said this year he's decided to go more into the unfairness of women in the gaming industry. Oh, that's so cool, Cody. I would love to hear more about that when you begin. Yeah, I shuddered. I feel like me presenting myself with "you are my fire, the one desire" helped me establish my character. Yes. What in the what? I heard it too. We'd better go, but we haven't found the thing for your mom yet. I'm with Hank. Let's see where that sound came from. That's not what I meant. We're going back. You know what? I bet it's a brand new garbage truck. Don't care. Mom said straight back. Let's go. I think we're getting peer pressured. Yeah, this with the first time chatterbox around it. Exactly. I want to like screenshot Dondum's chat. That's so funny. Because it literally is sometimes like that. She also said to get some gator weed. We haven't found any yet. Maybe there's some in the truck. No, come back. So a little bit of what we were talking about like before is how some people make awkward, weird comments when someone has only like a few viewers. And related to that, I also experienced like some people gifting or donating a lot of money when I didn't have that many viewers either. How the heck do I get over there? And that was always a red flag for me. And I remember I would get so nervous, even if the person like, never did anything wrong. I would always get nervous that if it was a man and I knew it was a man gifting that stuff, I would always get nervous that they are doing it and with the thoughts that I owe them something after. And I don't know if that's a personal thing, because sometimes I feel that way in real life. Like when I used to be dating and like a guy would pay for my meal, I would get really nervous that he would then think that I owe him something. So I really don't know. I don't know if that's like my own thing or if other people feel that way. But like I just am saying that's another thing that I'm always consciously and cautiously aware of. The more 90s boy band iconic lyrics you can drop in your first few times in any chat, the more likely you are to get VIP and engaged. I think I read it on BuzzFeed. That sounds right. I think some people might become furries when playing this. The characters are really cute, honestly. I really like, okay. I really like the bird, Will. If I need to be furry for Hank, then so be it. Y'all are scaring me. All it's missing is a picnic basket. This game is so freaking cute. I don't really know where we're supposed to be going, but I'm just having a good time. I remember watching a female streamer, not gonna say their name. Yeah, I appreciate that. If y'all ever like are bringing stuff up, I think it is good if we keep things like more anonymous. Unless it's your story and you feel comfortable, or like if it requires it or something. Because I don't want to like ever blame anyone or make anyone uncomfortable either. Okay, I need all that stuff. This place is huge. I'm getting nervous that I'm not gonna be able to find everything. And they said they rather not get any compliments on appearance, so it makes sense. You don't even have to think about it. Like, if you do that IRL, that could be literally harassment. Yeah. Like, because that doesn't... Like, cause, I don't know. I don't really go out, but I've never really had anyone come up to me and compliment my appearance immediately, like the first thing they say, and then end up being a good person that I'm comfortable with. I think there's something deeply uncomfortable about a random person, usually men, donating a huge amount of money or gifts. Like, what do you get out of this? Yeah. That's how I feel. I think as a woman, that's a very common feeling. At least I felt that way when it comes to dating and people donating, gifting, etc. online. Okay. Thank you guys for, like, sharing that that's the way that you feel, too. Because that's definitely validating for me, and I'm sure... Whoa! You can zoom in? Enhance. I'm just trying to scroll on, here in the chat. That's my bad. Twitch is a weird space because there's a weird power dynamic. Yeah. Sorry that it's like zooming in and out. I'm just trying to scroll in the chat. It's different being a viewer, donator, or gifter, but I try to be mindful of the optics of it, and usually only do so when riding in with a raid or a cadence with the stream itself. The only expectation I personally have is my own credit card company not denying any donations. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's better to be cautious and potentially put yourself in a dangerous position. That's true too. Like, I literally have pepper spray. I bought pepper spray recently. And it's like, do I hope that I'm ever going to use this? Of course not. But it's better to be cautious. I've been reading captions, but I have been in meetings. Welcome in, Kristen. How are you? How was your meeting? I dropped the goods and resources. Linz, you're awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. I really, really appreciate you. I had someone donate a ridiculous amount of money, and that was very overly friendly in my server. Okay, also, can we talk about for a second how good the music in this game is? Okay, sorry. I had a few conversations giving warnings about cooling it, and he thought I was joking, then talked badly about me to a mutual friend after I banned them, saying they couldn't believe it after how much they donated. Yeah. I've banned a couple people in my community now who had been around for a little while, and when I had conversations about how they made me uncomfortable, both of them were like, well, I've been supporting you for this long. And blah, blah, blah. Like, and I always think about that because I'm like, okay, yeah, it's great that you sub, but you subbing once a month or like donating or anything that you're doing, any amount of money does not give you the right to push someone's boundaries in a place that they're uncomfortable or whatever. It's never happened to me personally, but I've definitely watched streamers who've experienced random people giving them a donation and then they come into chat expecting something from the streamer. It's so weird to think that they're owed something just because they're giving them money. Exactly. Exactly. And like while I obviously appreciate the subs and stuff because I'm a student, like again, like no amount of money would make anything okay that I wasn't already okay with. I don't know if it makes making sense. Yeah, like if I was at work and someone was like, "You're so beautiful," and I have to be like, "Sir, this is a Wendy's. Sir, this isn't a library." That's like me buying something at the store then expecting the cashier to give me something back. I love that analogy, Cody. I love that. Enhance. Enhance. That's cute that you can zoom in like that. The only man you the only man you know would donate about money without any ulterior motives is maybe Mr. Beast. I usually only gift stuff for a reason, like a birthday or an accomplishment. Yeah, and what I do a lot, whenever I'm thinking about things that make me uncomfortable, I think it can be really hard too. And I recognize that from the outside perspective as well. Because I know, like, I have friends, like, I always bring up Freezy. I would say Freezy and I are like best friends. And I mean, that's kind of brave of me to say because Freezy's here. But I always bring Freezy up as an example because her and I joke around a lot. And I would say that her and I's boundaries are probably different. I can't speak for Freezy, obviously, but I know that my boundary with Freezy is different than my boundary for other people, like even other friends. And I'm sure that it can be difficult seeing that from the outside, like seeing like if you guys don't know us closely, like you could see how we talk and be like, oh, that probably flies. Like it's hard to understand the difference in boundaries. Also, Nina, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's so good to see you here. Nina, thank you for coming here. So many nice friends here, and yes, this game's music is awesome, right? Yeah, I thought for a second I was like, my Spotify is popping off right now. I haven't really spent money on Twitch because one, I don't have that much money, and secondly, I'd feel weird about giving the power dynamic of giving someone money, but people like Nina, by the way, who's a great friend, and keeps giving me subs. Yeah, and like, I'm obviously not saying that like anyone gifting ever is like not okay, because it's definitely a good way to support a streamer, but it's concerning when you don't have an established relationship with that person. And I don't want to name people, but since we brought up Nina, like obviously I know from Nina, like I know Nina doesn't expect anything weird if they gift subs or if they donate to a charity or whatever. But it's hard when you don't know someone before that. Yeah, Freezy, congrats on the new bestie. Freezy's been awfully quiet. Oh, she said, I've been promoted. Good. Good. Thank you for talking about important topics. Nina, thank you for being here. Yeah, we're having some discussions, and if anyone would like to participate, I would love to hear. If not, it's totally fine if you just want to listen. Honestly, I've been really loving how much y'all are participating. Okay, I think I'm in like the wrong place, so that's my bad. I was supposed to investigate the loud noise, and then I went somewhere else. I went literally the opposite way. And now I have to figure out how to get back. I think I entered like somewhere. Yeah, I entered over here. Okay. Yeah, like you keep Freezy in a closet, but it doesn't mean you would keep other people in there, right? For sure. Oh my god, Joey, no, like again, like I don't know how to say it. Like Joey, honestly, you say you've been new here, but I think you established like a pretty good relationship in everyone's communities. I shouldn't speak for everyone, but I know like you've never made me uncomfortable, and I've never like doubted your intentions or anything like that. So don't be sorry. Like no one here, I don't want anyone to apologize here, because first of all, again, everyone here, I know you guys really well, and like no one's made me uncomfortable here. And I don't want apologies. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I'm just sort of trying to shed light on a perspective that maybe some people didn't know about. Gifting, donating is an act that we like to assume is well-intentioned or fun or all smiles involved, but there are more nefarious and malicious intents, and it must be hard not knowing. Yeah, especially for new people. Yeah, right. It can be very strange if someone comes in and dumps a lot of money without any interaction, so you don't know what their intention or motives are. Yeah, exactly. Freedom for Freezy, get out. It's 100% when people donate for a pass to act or be a certain way. Right. And that's only what I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking about the people that I have banned, and when I had that discussion with them before banning them, like, giving them an opportunity, they've been like, but I've always supported you. Like, no amount of money will be able to buy my peace and change my boundaries. But I'm also a very, very strong boundary person. Like, I have and I create very firm boundaries. I didn't always do that. I probably started doing that like probably 10-ish years ago. When I had like a friend who constantly interfered with my boundaries, and it was just like draining me. So I was like, you know what? Boundaries, there's nothing wrong with them. And I always say this, that people like to think of boundaries as walls, but instead they're just doors, and you're showing people that you would like to continue any kind of relationship with, whether it's friendship or whatever, when that door is locked and when it's not, you know? I am sorry if I apologize. But even if you're well established in the community, if you start asking for strange things and use, but I support it a lot as a pass. Yes, exactly, Nina. Yeah, you are. Sure, be honest. Go for it. There's nothing wrong with being honest. Gifting as an anonymous person is a perfect way to for new people. Yeah, that's a good idea. Or like maybe just like not coming on as strong. Because like I can't say that there's anything wrong with someone new coming into stream and like gifting like a little bit, you know? There's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes people do that, like just to be generous. But I don't know. It's really hard, and it's really like a blurry line. Working on setting my boundaries, and it's difficult but worth it. Yeah, boundaries are difficult, for sure. I recognize that my brand of weird funniness can sometimes intentionally make people feel weird, but I try to be very mindful about knowing the vibe of the streamer and chat community beforehand. The vibe check, so to speak, which I think most of us probably know about and waited to talk before having our own, so to speak. That's a good point. Because yeah, that's kind of how I'm talking about, like what may fly in like my stream is very different from what may fly. And I mean, right now I'm thinking of like Shock's stream, because Shock is a great streamer, and his stream is like very chaotic, and like probably what a lot of people say there, you probably couldn't say in my stream, but like it's a lot of the same people. And like even I go to Shock stream and I would probably say things that I wouldn't say in my own stream. Not that it's like bad, but it's like just different, and like different community. And yeah, it's just you do have to do those vibe checks. I've been listening off and on while working, but just unlurked to say that it does suck when people donate, not knowing the true meaning of a donation, not receiving anything in return. That's a good point, Cody. And I can see where you are coming from. And as a male, I don't really think about those types of things, and this is a good conversation to have. Cody, thank you so much for listening while working. Me who subbed when I was new to a stream, and that's like totally cool too. It's just like, I I guess it's kind of like if it's often too. Maybe that set off red flags for me in the past. I literally just bit my own tongue while I was saying that though, so I don't know if that was a sign. How would you like to own the next minor share in the next major maneuver? Guys, I have no idea what's going on in this game. Well, I'm not into anything major, but I do like sharing. And I must reiterate, the share is very minor. What do we get to share again? Very, very minor. Look at him being the math meme, that's so cute. How exactly are you talking? Pon Voyage is... Do you think it's... Oh, it's definitely Pon Voyage, like Bon Voyage. Is a multinational, multi-layered, multi-year friend corporation. What the? Offering secure touristy adjacent goods and services in exchange for valuable personal collateral. You lost me. Don't think he ever had me to begin with. Is this a pyramid scheme? Just bring in your old, useless, priceless family jewelry or expensive heirloom of your choice and we'll give you a 1 to 3 day all-inclusive voucher for the vacation of a lifetime. Sorry, buddy, I don't have anything expensive. Or a heirloom. Pon Voyage is also on the lookout for brand new ventures and locations. Why does he keep saying it like that? For its millions of customers all around the valley. We will take any location or premises, no matter how rundown or decrepit, to offer our very human patrons the holidays they deserve. Wait, for humans? To live? Here? I don't think anyone wants to live here, they're just tourists. I've seen this before. The humans wander around where Shark Boy tells them. Then they stare at the trees and try to forget whatever they're running from. What? Sometimes I go into shock stream and learn things about myself I never knew I could learn. And yes, you make a great point too. There's definitely context to each person who gifts or donates. If you join the stream and sub straight away or gift a few subs, that's okay. But there are certain people where it feels like love bombing. Love bombing. Exactly. That's the phrase. Because some people have like, I mean, I've seen it, I've experienced it, like they gift a lot and then it's like that's how they get close to people. Or the streamer is what it feels like. And like it's like they're buying their closeness instead of naturally building up a relationship. But at the same time, wait, did you be honest already? Did I miss it? Or is this you being honest? Subject, welcome in. Thank you so much for following here. I hope you guys know that I consider you guys friends and I sometimes miss the opportunity to have deep conversations, but at the same time, I'm so proud of everyone's growth and it's so good to see it. Wait, is that you being honest? I thought it was gonna be something scary. Sometimes I just love the emotes. Oh yeah, I mean, that's for sure. Cody, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, I think, like what Toffee said. It's a love bombing. By restoring, repairing, redecorating, it's kind of like what you do with while you're donating or whatever. And drastically, barely after your monthly income, simply press the green button. Guys, what if I just don't read anything? I looked away for a second and now there's sharks with voice box. I know, I'm so confused, Cody. I feel like it's usually a combination of things, like if someone's first message is a highlighted, you are so pretty, and then immediately subs and gift subs, then there's a lot of red flags. Yeah, it can feel like love bombing, right? I think sometimes gifts can also feel like love bombing, especially from someone new, which some people have negative experiences with. Just another boundary sometimes people might not be aware of. Yeah. Subject, welcome in. Some people donate as a way of connecting. They forget it's easier for them when they can see you streaming, but you can't see them. You mean like that anonymity? I missed your message? I scrolled up though. I'm confused. I don't think it's sent then, you are, because I don't see anything there. Oh wait. Oh, was it too long? Yeah, there it is. I'm really enjoying this type of stream where we are a bunch of friends having real talks, but I sometimes think it's hard when all the streams become bigger. I feel like it's easier to get overwhelmed in bigger chats, but I still want to stop by and say hi. But I think it's harder to find my place in bigger streams, so it feels like a weird balance between me wanting to support, hang out, and chat, but being overwhelmed by the size and all the people. I think that makes sense, and I can understand how you feel. Like, I know with like some of my friends who I've seen since they started out, like it's definitely a different community vibe then when I could like type paragraphs and they could read paragraphs during a stream versus now when they would miss they will miss several messages. But like I don't know. I think that's kind of the reason why it's good to have a variety of people that you watch, because there can be people, I mean, especially because if someone has a lot of viewers, that doesn't automatically mean their chat is moving fast too, so you can still have those conversations. And yeah, I mean, it's good to meet new people too if you are looking for that kind of community, but also that's kind of what Discord is for too. Like I know like I know that when I scrub back at VODs, I miss a lot of messages, and it's obviously not intentional. Or if it is, it's because I'm trying to like play a game and catch as many messages as I can and acknowledge as many people as I can, so that doesn't mean like the same person. No, but thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate it. Look at that. Look at that. We love it. And they went to Toasty Girl, I can't read, Mouse, and B, and Royal Martin. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. And welcome, I hope you're having a good Tuesday. Also, villager hunting update. I didn't get rolled, but I got Audie. Audie's so cute. Okay, so humans are coming back, and that's probably why we're making a bear and breakfast. Or a bed and breakfast. I don't remember what I was saying, to be honest. I like making people laugh. It's my favorite thing to do. I feel a large part of what makes us laugh is presenting something potentially scary and uncomfortable in a silly and disarming way. But that requires a relationship of trust. Yeah, for sure, Vishna. For sure. And I can't really remember when you first joined the community, Vishna, but like, I quickly learned that like you're a joker, you know? So I think that's... You need to establish a relationship before you say a lot of things. I'm gonna be honest, it's anything other than good. Okay, let's just play the game, shall we? I think it can be really great to support creators through subs because the emotes is always fun and helps you feel even more in the community. Past that, if you want to donate to a streamer because you want to be extra supportive, that's nice too. It definitely gets weird when it's used with other motives like the things. Yeah, it's about love bombing. It's not like, obviously, let's push the green button. It's obviously not just like, I'm not saying gifting is wrong, because it is really nice to like help people who don't have subs, or like, it builds a community too. But it's what happens with that. Nova, hello. I shed 1,000 tears for every message missed. Oh god, that's a lot of tears. I thought my computer made a different sound. Was it one of these sounds? You too, Nova. Thank you for being here. I'm loving all of these characters. Aren't they cute? Go see if you can sniff him out and tell him we need his master woodwork skills. I am a joker. We live in a society. Or a midnight toker. Ooh. Thankfully no. Oh. You strike me as a real leave the gun, take the cannoli kind of guy. I don't know what that means, but I love cannolis. Okay, what are we supposed to do? Go to Sawdust through Timber Crossing. So, this way. Okay, I'm glad it shows me arrows of where to go. I would simply be lost. I think I'm struggling to be as supportive as I used to be, but I just hope you know that I don't appreciate you any less. I just don't always have the capacity anymore. I can understand that. I mean, if you're apologizing to me personally, you don't need to apologize. I'm not sure if you're saying that as like a blanket statement or just to me. I love Will. He looks amazing. I know, I love Will too. He looks grumpy and great. G&G. The bird is small. Yeah, the bird is tiny. Like every time I see a notification to talk to him, I think it's like an item on the ground that I can pick up. But I don't think it was as scary as you thought it was going to be. Fair enough. Oh, am I supposed to talk to this guy? Yeah. Oh, this is Tony! By God, a bear! It's just me, sir, Hank from the thicket. Oh goodness, you can talk? I'm just yanking your tail, boy. How's your mother? She's great. Listen, I wanted to ask if you could help us. We've gotta... Help? Why didn't you say so? What do you need? A stack of birch? Well, actually, my friends and I were wondering... An oak spoon? Oh, I think Margaret would love that. Has anyone taught you how to saw yet? No, there's a shark in Timber Crossing. Oh, a redwood plaque for your fish? He says he's bringing humans to the valley. Oh, well. We haven't seen those in a while, have we? I wonder what the humans look like in this game. What can I possibly have to do with that? How much do you know about building things? For humans, I mean. Well, as you of course know, everything people make is perfect. When I took over the mill here, I found all these papers and schematics. It felt like stumbling upon artifacts. Never thought wood could take so many shapes. Look here. Elaborate contours, knotty frames, perfect angles. Clearly only an incredible being could come up with all this. Whoa. Can you make all that? Oh, anyone can. It's quite simple once you figure out how to read these things. Would you like me to teach you? Yes. It's interesting how even through a chat and early on, sometimes you can get a read of someone's energy or intent. I think people would be surprised how quickly streamers make an opinion on someone when they come into community. That's true. I can agree with that. You killed your Tamagotchi? Cody, no. What happened? Was it cute? If it wasn't cute, we can let that slide. If it was an ugly Tamagotchi, we can... Yeah, was it accidentally ugly? You can be honest. Exactly. I agree with that, Freezy. I would say, like, I have a good sense of people. And I think most streamers do, because you also get, like, a comparison for, how other people come in. Oh, yeah, I do have stuff. Maybe I muted it because it wouldn't stop beeping at me? I can understand, Cody. That's why I pause mine all the time. Yeah, it was an ugly looking bird thing. Yeah, I know what that one is. Well, do you have the first generation? Because that makes sense. Now I'm headed to Timber Crossing. I'll see you there. It's like you can sense when someone is about to send something weird from the first message. That's exactly right. Follow the tail? Okay. Where? This way? Wow, the bugs make it sound like I'm actually outside right now. I feel like it's sometimes scary to DM people out of the blue without any reason, which is a strange anxiety too, because I don't think, like you, Emmy, would mind if I sent you a random DM, but I could be wrong. I feel like it's easier to reach to someone when you have a reason to do so, but if it's a spontaneous, it feels more sus to me. I know, so I get like some weird DMs on Discord, and I always flip-flop between turning it on for friends only and then turning it on for server members. I'm of the mindset, I don't think everyone feels this way, but I'm of the mindset that if you have something to say to me, unless we have like an established friendship, you could say that in my server. Because I think there is, again, I'm like a boundary queen, so I set that boundary for myself on a lot of things, and I think my boundaries are probably a lot different than a lot of people, but, wait, where am I supposed to meet Tony? Where is he? But yeah, I'm of the mindset of if you are DMing me, you should feel comfortable DMing me. What you're DMing me, you should feel comfortable saying in my server, if need be. Can I ask you a question? Has so much weight. Can I ask you a question is the worst first message ever. That makes me so nervous. It literally makes me so nervous. Boundary queen. Oh, you do have a first gen? Yeah. They can be ugly. Joey, thank you so much for hanging out. Have a fun time with your golf clubs. I appreciate you being here, Joey. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, that is wonderful. And we're gonna use this old shed. Haven't seen a human claim it in years. Oh yes, this will do nicely. Look who finally decided to show up. Okay, so we're gonna make the place, I think. Clean up the shed. Alright. Easy. Cool. This is so cute and satisfying. I remember when I was streaming once, some man was in my Discord DMs trying to voice call me, video call me, and spamming me messages like, Toffee, please, hi. Ugh. No, that's gross. Yeah, I've had some very weird DMs, honestly. And very weird people. I just sweat whenever someone asks if they can ask me a question, and then if they take a while to ask, yeah. Yeah, that is fair, and I know I think you are on my Discord friend list, but I just haven't had a reason to DM you in the while. I think the last one was the in the end clip. Oh yeah. To be fair, I was on Do Not Disturb on Discord, so I didn't know it was happening. That's hilarious. I think you can change your settings too, so that only people you have added as friends can call you. I'm not sure though. Did you clean up the shed? Yes. Discord DMs can be such a scary place. Yes. I simply just pretend I usually ignore them, to be honest. I only get weird DMs from 40+ men on Instagram. They're always, hello, beautiful. I'm like, I haven't posted an Instagram in forever. Yeah. Y'all are cruel? I was just gonna ask how you were doing today. Oh, can I ask you a question? The what? Well, you can't hammer a nail in thin air. You need someplace to make it work. The table next to the tree. Grab some wood and put it back together while I tidy up the place. Do I have enough wood? Hopefully. This is a safe place. Oh my god, I have so much wood, actually. No bullying Kristen? Yeah. No bullying Kristen, I guess. No building? Oh wait, I need to talk to him. I'll fight. And then, like, I also wanted to talk about how annoying it's been. I also wanted to rant about and also shed some light on. I recently started YouTube reactions. YouTube is a whole other animal. Man, sometimes I wish that those people commenting on my YouTube videos would come to my Twitch stream so that I could respond to them with my voice. Because first of all, I think a lot of people comment on YouTube videos because it's anonymous pretty much, and it's less direct. So it's kind of like they are taking advantage of the fact that they know that you'll probably read it, and they know that you can't really respond as directly. I too want them to come into Twitch stream. Yeah, I feel like, but again, I feel like if they were to come to Twitch stream, they would never say the stuff that they say on my YouTube in person. Like, I get so many comments, and it always ticks me off when people think that I'm like, I've been reacting to like Star Wars and Marvel, and I think you guys all know I tend to joke around like very much. Like I make jokes a lot, and like if you don't realize they're jokes, it could sound like I'm stupid or something. And I get a lot of comments that are like just calling me like a stupid girl who like doesn't know anything about Star Wars or Marvel and like everything like that. And it's infuriating because it not only is misogynistic in the way that they think that girls are stupid, but when I'm telling jokes and they come for the jokes thinking that I'm being dumb there, that infuriates me. That's actually what makes me angry, because that's when you know that they think that girls can't be funny. And that actually is the only part that makes me mad. I don't care if people think I'm stupid, to be honest. Like, I really don't care. But the part when they come for what I consider to be obvious jokes, and say that I'm being dumb, that means that they've like completely eliminated the possibility of women or girls being funny at all. And that's like a huge thing too, because I feel like if man or male presenting person were to say the jokes that I said, they would never say that. They would never think that they were being serious and being stupid, you know? Let's bring back video responses. I should just video respond to every single comment. That would be interesting. The difference is that YouTube comment section isn't designed to be a chat. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I see a lot of those mansplaining comments on those types of reactions videos. Yeah, and it's also upset. Like, there's so many stupid things there too, like spoilers. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom incredibly bad. Thank you for hanging out. I'll be right back. Can you do anything fun here? I don't know if there's any fun, like, channel point or commands, but I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes and then we'll keep talking, keep playing the game. Okay, I have returned. Yo, what's up, Emmy's chair? Thank you for the posture check. That's a fun thing that you could do. Have a good bathroom. Thank you. Thank you. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. As someone who came over from your YouTube channel originally, I hope I came across the same in stream chat that I did in the YouTube comments. Yeah, subject. I feel like, again, I was going to say this earlier. I think I kind of said it. But I feel like anyone who comes in with the wrong intentions, I think they would figure out pretty fast that I'm not gonna stand for that. So I think if you're around in my community for at least like a stream, you kind of realize what I hope, what flies and what doesn't fly. That's my hope at least. I mean, I at least find that weird people don't really stick around that long. Either because I ban them or my mods ban them, or they simply realize that, like, I'm not gonna put up with weird stuff. I saw someone comment on Michelle's video, you talk too much. Nina, I've gotten, you talk too much, and then I've also gotten, can you talk less? No, wait, the opposite of that. Talk more, or react more. And then I've gotten really, really stupid comments. I've gotten one like, you need to put more of the show in. Like, have you heard of copyright? I simply cannot. You need to get your own. Oh my god, when I was doing Stranger Things, this is not really a misogynistic comment, but it's kind of like a weird, dumb comment. Is that when I was doing Stranger Things reaction, I had someone comment, you need to put more of the show in. Some of us don't have Netflix anymore. I'm like, that's just not my job. And also, it would get blocked. It would get blocked. Look at Tortoro chillin'. Tortoro was chillin'. I need to be better about being a boundary queen. Please teach me. I mean, honestly, if you guys have questions about boundaries, I could probably answer those. I don't know how to, like, explain, I guess, without a specific example, though. But you don't need to. Like, you were probably just saying that hypothetically, Nina. That's not fair. I can be pretty weird and I'm still here. Emmy, can you stream the whole movie for me? Absolutely. They really want you to be your own streaming service, exactly. Can you just make a YouTube video of your Netflix password? That's a good idea. Hey, Zvari, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Good morning. Can you be my Netflix? I think an important thing about content creation is that if someone is making you feel awkward, it's probably affecting other people as well. Exactly. Exactly. You're keeping yourself and your community safe. Exactly. And like, especially because I think something nice about Twitch is that like you like-minded people attract like-minded people. Like, I feel very, very grateful for the people that I've met on here. And, I truly feel like, I don't know, I feel very, very lucky that I've found such cool people and such cool people have found me. But I think it's because, like people attract like. And, so if you have a community that is very similar to you, and you as a streamer are starting to feel uncomfortable about something, I feel like it's guaranteed that at least one other person is feeling uncomfortable. And I know it can be hard to set a boundary when it's you thinking, oh, maybe it's just me feeling weird. But I know for me, if I think about like, well, if this is probably affecting at least one other person, then I need to protect that one other person. Netflix subscription price is going up. Emmy, please put the videos in full. Stream community shared Netflix account? That would be chaotic. Can't you only like stream from 3 devices at once? Awesome. Go make one at the workbench? Okay. I'm really glad this game keeps showing me arrows of what to do because I'm simply not paying attention. So... okay. Sure. What am I supposed to make? A bed? Is that the only thing I have the option for? I think so. I did it. Now what? Oh yeah, it says it right there. Quest tracker. That's so useful. Wait, why can't I... what's going on? How come WASD aren't moving him? Okay, there we go. That was so scary. I mean, it just becomes a Discord streaming service. Emmeflix. Not the Emmy. But the point that I was making before I went to the bathroom real quick was, and I wouldn't consider myself to be a comedian, like I'm not. But I've always really, really loved making people laugh. Like I genuinely, like that's something I love doing. And I think that like female comedians face so much more critique than male comedians. And I don't know too much about stand-up comedy, but I know that that is also a male-dominated space. Kirsty, welcome in. Thank you for following here. And that being a male-dominated space, like kind of, it's kind of similar to content creation and how women just get more critique for, like, let's say a man steals a joke. Like, I feel like they don't often get told that compared to women who may steal or copy a joke. Build a functional bedroom? What does that even mean? How am I supposed to build a whole bedroom in here? What does that mean? What do I do? Using the workbench, build a functional bedroom? I built a bed. Come back after you've built a functional bedroom? Do I go in here? No, using the workbench. I've heard it's a super toxic space. Yeah, like I know I'm not personally a fan of Amy Schumer, but like I've heard that she I'm confused. Like people were so mean and awful to her. Oh, build a room. Is this it? Bedroom? Oh, I see, I see. Cost? Why? I'm confused. Oh. Why can't I make it? I think I'm stumped. Build room. How? How? How is B&B? It's going pretty well. I honestly haven't really been doing too much gaming. We've been talking a lot. People get offended a lot easier from a female comedian. Yeah. Comedy is also very subjective. That's true, and like so is content creation. Taking a break from watching my dog who swam in tarmac to have some cozy every time. Aww. Is the dog long hair? Cause that sounds pain. So just because you don't like the joke doesn't mean you have to be mean about it. Exactly, right. And that's like the same with content creation. Just because you don't like a streamer or whatever doesn't make them a bad person. Add? Oh. I don't think that's a big enough. Okay. Wait. I'm confused. What did I do? Uh-oh. What is this? Okay, there we go. There we go. How do I move it, though? Wait. How do I move it? Oh god, this is so ugly. Nobody look. Okay, we have to fix it. It just minimum needs to be 2x3, so I think I can like bring it in. Is 2 the top number, or is that the... I don't know. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Like this? How do I bring it in? Bring it in, boys. Am I right? How do I bring it in? This is awful. Pixie, thank you for following here. I appreciate it. I'm making a sandwich. I would love a sandwich, to be honest. How do I bring it in? Oh god, that's the opposite. Make it smaller. Make it smaller. Oh, remove tile. Okay, perfect. I did it. I figured it out because I'm smart and capable. In case y'all didn't know. 2x3. Like, how big is that? I can't tell if that's long or short. Like that? Okay, I think I did it. Oh, and then I need a door. That's what's going on. Never mind. Okay, the bed. Can I rotate it? I don't think so. So I'm guessing it actually has to be long the other way. Great. So then this can go here. Beautiful. And then I need a door. Like that? Place a door. I need a door. Add a door. There we go. Guys, I did it. Was that a door? I feel like... Why does that... It's a window! Oh no. They get a window, I guess. And a door. Okay, I did it, y'all. It took me a bit, but I did it. She has long hair, but we seem to be shifting it. But my dad is out for the day, so it's just difficult. Aw, good luck. Pixie, how are you? Cody, thank you for lurking. It's also female actors like Kelly Marie Tran got so much hate after Star Wars compared to male counterparts. Yeah. This is this is like making a house in The Sims. It is kind of like that. When did the babies come into that? Not that. Not the babies. That's a window? Yeah. When does Doja Cat come in? Maybe she'll be our first cat. Okay, I did make the bedroom. I'm proud of myself for that. I mean, I know you're short, but windows aren't typically used as doors. Yeah. That's true. But to relate to like kind of what I was talking about in the beginning of the stream. So I started stream by saying that I had an ex-coworker who, before I started streaming, told me that streaming would be easier for me because I'm a girl. And kind of acknowledging that, I can say that maybe it would be to my benefit to the wrong people. Like, people may click on my stream because they see I'm a girl. I won't deny that, to be honest. I think that is a real thing. But that's not the reason that makes people successful. Because there are tons of female streamers. Tons. And it's hard to be successful on Twitch. And it's not just that. And besides, that would be for the wrong people. So acknowledging that while it may get people to initially like be attracted to a stream, that's not what gets people to stay at a stream. And I feel like I was gonna make another point too, but I don't think I remember. I'm alright, I'm a little sick, but just resting, so I hope I'll be better soon. I'm sorry that you're sick. Yeah, make sure to get a lot of rest. How do you like the game? The game's really cute. We're having some pretty serious combos with the game, but the game's really cute. Emmy is 6 foot, yes. Some things are easier because you're a girl, some things gotta be harder. I feel like, that's what I was going to say. Because even if it's easier to get initial clicks, there are so many challenges that frankly men don't face in content creation. Yeah, that doesn't build a community. For some reason, you showed up on my Twitter timeline with your dad and the fake tattoos. That's what you came in from, Bass? That's funny. Yeah, that tweet got pretty popular. People would not stay just because you're a female or femme presenting. Exactly. And besides that, it doesn't make it easy, because I think we've already presented so many reasons why there's so many other challenges, like sexism in so many different ways. I have a sneaking suspicion, though, that a lot of men come into the streams of women to backseat. Exactly. Pixie, I agree. If that were true, there'd be more top female streamers. Exactly. And aren't all of like the top ones male except for one female? And is that Pokimane? I actually don't know. What am I supposed to do now? I think still talk to him. Using the workbench, craft a front desk. Oh, cool. Okay. This is exciting. I like crafting things. Furniture? Oh. Well, apparently I cannot. How? Where do I find it? Build? No. How do I craft a front desk? My bro? Can you tell me? Okay. Just like the bed? Build. Is it... Oh, here it is. It's just me getting used to where things are. Okay. Now we can put it in inventory. Like here? Let's put it here. Excellent. Go, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. I mean, look at that Twitch leak. The highest earning woman was number 36. That's right. And I think there was either one or two other women outside of her. Some people may stop by because you're a woman, but achieving success like men have is so much harder. Yeah. I think like 2 out of 100 are women. That's wild. It's me, actually. I knew it. Goat, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. I'm just saying both genders have their own challenges, too many stigmas. Yeah, I mean, we're specifically talking about content creation, though, today. I feel like women might get clicks faster, but men get respected faster. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Exactly. Like, especially in the gaming space, there's so much sexism. Because as Toffee said earlier, it's like if you play competitive games, it's like, oh, like you'll get bad comments for that. But then if you only play games like these, you'll also get bad comments for that. Like there's literally no winning for some people. Those numbers were just the Twitch earnings. Streamers that big get way more money with sponsors. That's true too. But it usually, so with sponsors, you get, the more you get paid with sponsors is based on your Twitch averages and stuff. No guy streamer has ever earned my respect. Fair enough. Borg, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. Women have to be great at games to gain respect, whereas men can be useless at games and still have a good audience. That's true. So Kirsty's saying I'm a pro gamer. Borg, how's it going? The bear game is really cute so far. I'm good, just got home. How's this discussion going? It's going really well. I feel like we've talked a lot about everything, really. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were a natural, Hank. Such a fast learner. It's not that great. It took me forever and there's barely anything in there. Are they even gonna like it? You sure know how to take a compliment. There's not even a bathroom in here. Don't they need that? Maybe that's something they're gonna realize when they realize humans need bathrooms. Tell Finn you're ready. Where's Finn again? Oh, he's up here. Y'all, the music in this game, so good. What a vibe. You are a pro gamer? Thank you, Kirsty. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Grab opportunity by the throat and show it who's boss. Press the green button. We'd like to have some humans over. Congratulations, your premium property is now listed on the network. Okay, cool. The time had come to unleash something both intriguing and unfortunate on Silver Valley. People! Isn't that a mood? Aw, I wish you guys could see his face. They can pee-pee poo-poo in the woods. These dewy, mostly hairless creatures were a controversial topic in the neighborhood. Some thought they were godly beings, forging the world with their magic and machines. Mostly because they left behind food and other stuff that animals like. Others would throw a fit of rage, calling them unqualified harbingers of doom. A bit dramatic if you asked Hank. All he knew for sure was what his mom always said. Keep your distance. So much for that. Ooh! Congratulations, your premium property is now listed on the network. You can now start earning hardly life-changing income. Simply accept your first guest through your front desk and give them the experience of a lifetime. Exciting! Let's go! This is actually really exciting. Female content creators... I like it that it auto-corrected to creatures. Female content creatures have to deal with some pretty creepy followers. Yeah, for sure. That's what we were talking about earlier. I have heard some discussions about why it feels like there is a ceiling for female streamers versus male streamers. And one of the arguments was that the sense of community is more important for the female streamer base and their audience, and those do better with smaller numbers versus men because they can be seen being mostly entertainers and could truly get by ignoring chat. That's true. That's true. I noticed that a lot about a lot of male big streamers. Also, Bass, thank you for hanging out today. I appreciate you. My students, they are around 20, were shocked that I knew what FIFA or Rainbow Six Siege is and told me, you look like you play Animal Crossing and what? And what? I'm not ashamed of that. So true, Pixie. And I thought that was an interesting point. That is an interesting point. Because it's kind of like adding a factor. Because it's like you can't... I mean... I don't know. I don't really watch big streamers that much, so maybe y'all can, like, be more insightful for me for that. Timote wants to come in. And... Okay, where's Timote? We accepted him. Where is he? Didn't I do that? Details. Oh, he arrives tomorrow. Excellent. I think as well in a lot of stuff that comes down to personal confidence, like in general, women suffer more with imposter syndrome and don't go for opportunities that they should. That's really interesting too. I'm now part of the problem. Or don't worry. Freezy, I would agree with that. I feel like a lot of the big guy streamers I watch don't talk to chat as much. Yeah. I have two sides of me. The girly who farms in Stardew and the stuck in Iron Vallow Gremlin. I just wonder what goes through someone's head when they decide to comment on someone's body or how they should or shouldn't dress. Exactly, and like that's what we were talking about, Bork, a little bit, is that it's like an immediate red flag if someone comes in and their first comment is about the streamer's appearance. In any way. Obviously, if it's like something rude, it's weird. But if it's a compliment too, like that's weird too. I don't watch big streamers either. It's just chaos, no community. Yeah. I don't either because it's a different dynamic. Chat is moving so fast there, they can't really be a conversation when there's thousands of people spamming. But I'm not sure what happens in terms of community and their Discord servers. Yeah, when I first joined Twitch and like was first a Twitch viewer, I watched like Noelle Miller and Vixella, and I never really paid too much attention to Vixella's chat. But I think she did have like a decent community. I never joined her Discord though, so I can't speak to that. Noelle didn't have any community at all, so that's that. I didn't join his Discord either if he had one, but I didn't feel any Discord. But he was just there to entertain. Like, he's definitely like a comedian. Alert, alert. It looks like your premium property is lacking in the old pee department. Yes, it's the bathroom, isn't it? Prestige. Oh, never mind. I thought it was the bathroom. It seems like I should have been on time. Oh, Bork, you're okay. I recognize that like people are coming and going too, so I don't mind bringing up conversations again. I had a streamer I loved watching, but he never ever reacted to chat except for if somebody gifted a lot of subs. Yeah, Pixie, I've been in streams like that too. And it is uncomfortable. I don't watch big streamers except for sometimes in the background just because the chat moves really fast, but I love being in the Discords because they're usually a bit more chill. I will say, you know who is an amazing big streamer is Julian. Julian Salamita. He's so good. He actually does talk to his chat. And obviously we stand Julian and Jenna. I just realized the shark is talking through a machine. Yeah, I wonder what it is underneath. That means that the decoration levels of your property... Oh, we're gonna decorate? It is ugly. When I watch bigger streamers, I mostly just watch without paying attention to chat. I go to different sides of Twitch. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's kind of like how I watch YouTube videos for something different than most Twitch streams that I go to. Vixella's community in Discord is really nice. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Cody. That's really nice. Do you think that like people are genuinely making friendships there? Noelle is definitely a YouTuber that sometimes streams instead of vice versa. Exactly. Don't remind me of Jenna. Did we all see the other picture that we got of her? There's been 2 pictures of Jenna now. It's a very exciting stuff. Okay, I have to raise the level of prestige for my place. I'm guessing by decorating? Yeah, most objects have a decoration score, either positive or negative. Interesting. Okay, let's make something. Yeah, I made one of my best friends, Cody. Thank you so much for sharing that. I actually love that to hear that. The only big streamer I watch is Northern Nyland. I don't think I know them. And I honestly love their streamer chat dynamic. I'll have to look for them then. That's really good to hear. I thought averaging a 150 to 200 viewers meant big time, but then I learned some people average over 1,000, right? I mean, I would still consider that to be a big streamer. And big too. Let's see. How do I get more recipes for decorations? I feel like I can't see anything here. Because I only have front desk and... Yeah, how do I get more recipes? Hello? Maybe I have to talk to him again? Oh, it looks like I do. I keep leaving these conversations too soon. Oh, wait. Actually, it's giving me an arrow to somewhere over here. I wonder where it wants me to go. Here? What's here? Who are you? A raccoon? Oh my gosh, does the raccoon have cool decorations that I can get for free? Like 100 to 200 is so many people. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a whole other conversation. I feel like definitions of big streamers are very different. Also, Kevin, thank you for lurking. Over 30 people seems like too many to me. You definitely have a good mod team if you have over 100. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's a very interesting thing because I know for me, like, it's interesting how it adjusts. Like, when I first started streaming, again, I was streaming to, like, 3 people for a couple months. And then when I got, like, 10, I would be like, I would literally have an adrenaline rush after. And I would be like, there were 10 people. And It's very interesting because that stuff changes over time. What is this? Arrow directions leading to exactly where I want to go? Exactly. Isn't that nice? Also, I like how this raccoon's name is Took, because it's kind of like Nook. And Tom Nook is a tanuki. You gotta be approved before I can sell you anything. I'll tell you what, there's a bus depot across the road. I can smell the stinky tuna from here. Find me a snack and then we can talk. Okay, cool. I like how 7 days have passed and I haven't done like anything. It does kind of stink that like, it does stink that time passes even when I'm in dialogue. How do I get the tuna? There it is. Take it. What? Yeah, that raccoon looks sus. He looks like he's crazed a little bit. So did you find any grub? Yeah, right here. Stale bread, crunchy cheese, week old mustard. That's all I could find. Just like Mom used to make. Alright, you brutish charmer. I'll let you buy my special selection of swill. And here, I'll even let you have this one for free. But anything else comes at a price. And I don't mean none of that stinking human stuff. Nice. I mean real valuables. Can I buy things? Do I have money? Look at this small bear painting. I want that. Do I have any money at all? Oh, maybe I do. I don't know what I'm buying this with. Oh, with the value? With this? Valuables? I don't know. Let's buy this too. What if I just buy everything? Perhaps a mirror? A welcome mat? That's cute. A nightstand? An oil lamp? Let's buy that for now. Oh, and a rug. We need a rug. Okay, I think I'm getting poor, so let's leave. All raccoons look sus. Unfortunately, big public discords tend to activate my social anxiety. I have a hard time accessing those good, comforting feelings as being part of a community. What the heck was that? He's here! He's here! Oh god! Nobody panic! He's here! He's here! Hello! Welcome! I need to decorate this place. Hello! How do I talk to you? Okay, goodbye. He doesn't like it, I think. I think I need to decorate the place a little bit. He just came here and went to sleep immediately. I wish there was a way to pause time. Is that a raccoon? That was a raccoon. I have to buy this game. Isn't it cute? I think it's really cute. How do I rotate things in this game? I wish I could figure that out. Whatever. We'll just put it in front of the mirror. And then I put that down. Let's put the rug. Yeah, I don't know how to rotate things. Is it arrows? No. You would think that they would tell me. You would really think that. We're putting the bear painting here. And this here. And then, oh god, he needs a nightstand and a lamp. This room is so cramped for him. What's my level? My prestige level. I have to get it to level 2? I need more money. When you started streaming, did you set boundaries for yourself for what you would and wouldn't do? Or did you just come with, do what comes naturally? How do you mean by that? I think it took me a while to set boundaries for what kind of behavior I would allow. If that makes sense. Like of what people could and couldn't say. Oh, those are valuables. I can collect those around places. That's nice. And I can just rummage for everything here. Every second I watch this game, I'm 1 second closer to buying it. Lindsay, you should do it. I'm really enjoying it so far. The only thing that stresses me is that the time constantly keeps going. Even if I'm in like a dialogue. That's the part that annoys me. Okay, hello. It gives me Stardew vibes. It does have Stardew vibes. Your customer is horrified? I don't know why. I'm trying my best. I really am. So how come I haven't seen you around here before? Oh, we used to come here all the time dumpster diving. Oh, really? Didn't take you for a criminal? No, it's not like that. My buddy Will always made me go. And it was only magazines and pamphlets, no bad stuff. Relax, my delinquent friend. So with the boundaries thing, because I just got my thought, I would say that it took me a while to set boundaries for what behavior I would allow. And now that I'm reflecting on it, I think it's because like I did stream to only a few people for a while, and then like it started to pick up because I started to make connections with like Maddie and Alana, and like our communities were shared, and then it was kind of like a snowball effect, and all of a sudden I went from like an average of like 5 to like maybe an average of like 15 and then 20, which is like a big jump. And it was kind of like all of a sudden I did have to worry about boundaries when before I didn't. And it's hard to do that if you didn't already have that in place. Like, especially if people are coming around a lot, like it's hard to establish boundaries that you may not have had before. Subject, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. Just like real life, I too get stressed as time keeps on going, right, Cody? Fine, I'll buy it. Twist my arm. Do you think you would play on Streamlands? A couple of weeks ago, I was watching a stream of Luxie, and someone was like, if you walk back there and pick up, I'm gonna tip $400. I was so mortified. He would never donate $400, and 2, are you so desperate to see her behind? That's so awful. I mean, that's like so belittling too. And I forget who it was. It might have been Toffee that said it, or maybe Lynn's. That said it's like the people that come in and be like, what's your OnlyFans? Because it's so like, it just belittles like whatever you're doing on stream, like whatever you have set up there, the whole community that you fostered, down to one person being like, do you have OnlyFans? And like, I've gotten that on YouTube like a lot. And like, it's like, Emmy should get an OnlyFans. And like, what if no. Like, no, absolutely not. And like, why are you here? Like, I'm literally watching Star Wars. Like, it's not even like adjacent content. Introduce them to dumpster diving TikTok. It's very hard to establish boundaries when someone is already in the community and toe the line. Exactly. Especially when it's like, when they are like towing the line, and it's like, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what it is besides making you uncomfortable. Yeah, that happens so often. Yeah, people are very gross. Yeah, I feel like the internet is generally slimy for girls and like femme-presenting people. Like I remember being like in middle school, and I would have like friends on Neopets, and we would like video chat on this website where like anyone can join a room, and like I would get tricked into like doing things that like make it overly sexual. Like I don't know if anyone remembers, like some people, it was like a huge thing to be like, oh, did you know that if you pretend that you're shaking a salt shaker on your mouth, you can actually taste salt, and like that makes it look like you're doing something. And then like there was this other thing where it was like, I bet you can't touch your elbows behind your back, and it was so that like you would puff out your chest or whatever. I was literally like, I don't know, like 15, and men would be tricking me to do that stuff. So I think too, like, I think while it's not just on Twitch, it can happen on Twitch, and like the distrust that I was talking about that I think is inherently there for many women and femme presenting people is because it's been built up, and like it's been a foundation for like a long time. Like literally, like I feel like I've always been scared of the internet. Guys, what else do I even put in here? Should I make another bed? I feel like I don't even have money. Yeah, not Omegle. Omegle 2 was terrifying. I have many fan ceiling, wall-mounted, portable, rotating Borg with the many fans. Very jealous, Borg. Maybe I should make another room. Because I bet they'll want me to somewhere down the line anyways, and then we could decorate it better. So let's do that. Wait, I need to talk to you again? Yeah, the salt shaker thing. Do y'all remember that? Yeah, you remember. Oh, that guy's taking photos. Interesting. And now he's going to bed. He woke up, he took a photo, he's going to bed. Mood. Oh, this is Tony. I have flans, and now I want flan. I don't think I've ever had flan. But it's also like, the over-sexualization of girls begins very, very young. And I think that's why, like, it's that whole culture of, like, how it needs a lot of people to change anything. Flan is good, isn't it? Like pudding. Like I've talked to my friends a lot about this, and I feel like they have all said that their first experience being catcalled in their life has been like when they were very young, like in middle school or even younger than that. There we go. I'm making another bedroom, y'all. I'm so talented. But I need to make another bed. Do I need to do that first? Build that, and then... I think that was it that I needed to make. That's weird that, like, you need to make the furniture first before you make the room. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's kind of annoying that the room doesn't, like, save. Okay, then we put this in here. This looks so good, y'all. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? And then you can get one too. Everyone gets a small bear painting. Why am I still level 1 in prestige? That's upsetting. I think I was 13 when you first got catcalled. I feel like since finding such welcoming communities on Twitch, it's definitely eased my fears when it comes to the internet. I used to be super paranoid about everything and everyone, and while I still am in some ways, knowing that I'm not alone and there is good and friendly people out there just gives me a sense of security in some ways. Yeah, I can relate to that. If anything, it just makes me sad for like the people that haven't found a community like this yet. Okay, for some reason I only bought one lamp, so only that guy gets a lamp. I guess. I don't know where to put anything. Like, these rooms are really small. And I don't know how to rotate things. Is it gonna tell me how to rotate things? Because I really don't know. And I'm like pressing all the buttons that I would think that it would be. I don't know what that was. Kevin, welcome back. That sounds good. B&B queen. The whole boys will be boys commentary doesn't help at all, right? Because that's such an excuse. And like, that's like when you're a kid and it's always a thing like, oh, this boy was picking on me in school. And it's like, oh, that means he likes you. That is like very messed up in my opinion. I did it, I'm level 2. Let's go. Yeah, I really hate that narrative. The boys will be boys. Yay, look how good this looks. And, oh, that's how I can pause. I can pause with escape. I would say I'm very prude, don't even know if that's the right word, because I was subjected to so many of these phrases as a young teen, and they made me so incredibly comfortable. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I can understand that. Also, Mars, welcome in, it's good to see you. It was awful as a person who blossomed early. The amount of commentary to a literal child was so gross. You know what's really disturbing is that with my friends and with me, I got catcalled more often when I was underage than I do now. And that's really disturbing because it's kind of draws a parallel to how the creepy people on Twitch really like finding the streamers who have less views. And I think it's just like they know they're vulnerable in a sense, and they can't. I don't know if vulnerable is the right word, but it's like they're, I don't know, like they're less likely to do anything about it. Who, the victim? I was a large size from like 12, and it was just gross how people behaved around me. I'm so sorry. The saying, that means he likes you. Like, no, Karen, I was being bullied. Exactly. Lesbian, welcome in. I hope you're doing well too. It's good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, isn't that disturbing? Sometimes I feel like we are getting better as a society on how we treat people, but then I get on the internet and there's definitely like good pockets, but I feel like we're really, really lucky with the people that we've found on Twitch, and I don't think it's like everyone. Midnight, welcome in, thank you for following. Always when I was underage and never now. Isn't that disturbing? Okay, we got my thing to level 2. I'm pretty proud of that. Let's go talk to this guy about it. And then blaming me for the way people viewed me when I was just a confused child whose body was changing. Yeah, people are gross, right? And it always is putting the blame on them. It's like, you know, victim blaming. Like, oh, well, if they didn't want to get comments like that, they shouldn't have worn that. Like, stuff like that. And, like, obviously worse that I don't think we should really get into. But, yeah, it's really messed up like that. Do y'all think there's a girls will be girls equivalent? I don't think there's a girls will be girls, but I think girls definitely have the stereotype of being stupid and emotional. Like, I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, she's just being a girl if somebody is acting emotional. And that's a whole other thing, because that presents a problem for males as well, because I find a lot of men don't know how to handle their emotions or communicate their emotions properly because they're taught that men shouldn't have emotions, you know? Like, that's a detriment to everyone. But my hope is just a vocal minority of sexist a-holes. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. I remember when I was a manager, one of my employees was in college and said she was going to report a guy to campus police that was harassing her friend, and the cop said maybe he wanted to take her on a date from a supposed authority figure, right? Okay, I had a stalker in college. Let me catch up and then I'll talk about my stalker. The thing I like about the internet is the ability to create your bubble. So true. Like, it's so easy to not interact with people that you choose not to interact with. She was young and was just venting. I was like, no, you just be angry. No, you should be angry. Girls will be girls equivalent is must be that time of the month. Yes, that too. My former colleagues would dismiss my feelings, telling me to calm down. Yeah, when I dealt right. Like, it was like if women get upset, they're seen as, I don't know how family friendly this stream is, but they're seen as a B word, or if a woman is taking authority, they're also seen as a B word. And like, if a man is doing that, he's just being a good leader and like being assertive. Men are allowed to be angry and angry only, right? Handle my emotions, you mean those feelings society taught me to bury? Exactly. And it's very bad. It looks like the property in this area isn't up to par yet, where we must be hormonal to speak our minds or something. Right. Because, like, it's not natural to be emotionless. Benja Frog, welcome in. Thank you for following here. How are you today? I definitely struggle with my emotions, and I think it's like, it's definitely not just you, you know? What the heck am I supposed to be doing here? What is this weird exclamation point? Where am I supposed to go? Up? I had a stalker, but let me catch up. Yeah, I had a stalker in college, which is kind of like similar to what Freezy was talking about. So I went to school on campus, whatever. It was a good school. Nothing against school. But I had a friend that I took a sign language class with, and she had a friend that was a guy, and I would always see them in like, what the heck am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to like enter somehow? This? No. Oh, there's a door here. Okay. And I would always see them in the cafeteria and so on. And he would like always be staring at me from afar. And then I would like talk to my friend because I liked her. And then he would always be like looking at me but never talking to me. And then soon like I stopped going, like sometimes I would go to the caf by myself, like in between gym and class or something. And I would start to see him at the caf every single time I went there. Like every single time. And I would go there at weird times. It was a different time every day, but I had my routine. It was a different time every day, but it was like the same every Monday. You know what I mean? And eventually, I'm gonna say I like his hair. Soft bear noises, that's so cute. And eventually I like talked to my friend. I was like, this is really strange. Why am I seeing him? And then she came over to me actually in the caf one day and was like, hey, he told me that he memorized your schedule, your class schedule, which by the way, I've never told him, but he must have somehow known what building I was in all the time and which caf I would go to and at what time. And he was like, hey, he told me that he like memorized your schedule so that he can always see you in the caf because he has a crush on you. And I'm like, that's terrifying. And I told her that I never wanted anything to do with him. And she was like, oh, he just likes you. And I don't hold it against her because I do think she was a nice girl. But like, I don't think she realized how off that was. And like, that's also with the, you know, boys will be boys, stuff like that. Like, I literally was so scared of him. I had a best friend and he was really, really good at Kung Fu, which was awesome because me and my other friend, we would always feel comfortable going places like at night in the city with him. And he was like, that's awful. Like, luckily, like I had a really, really good friend group and he was a really good friend. And he was like, Emmy, I'll like accompany you to the caf from now on. And like, if I was ever had to walk on campus alone at night, he would make sure that he would like come out of his dorm or wherever he was to walk me back, which was really, really kind. But I'm like, some people just don't get the level of that. Like, that's not normal to memorize someone's schedule who you've never talked to and make sure you always see them in the caf. And even though you see them in the caf, you don't talk to them. Okay, now I gotta catch up. If I'm angry, I'm a psycho. Right. On the same line of catcalling, how many times have you been mansplained? Oh my god, I don't even want to guess how many times I've been mansplained. Even as a kid, that happened. Boys would always tell me I'm taking over too much or being too bossy. Yeah, and then they would talk to me the exact same way. Exactly. I support women's rights, but most importantly, I support women's wrongs. Yeah, isn't that creepy? Yeah, it's scary. Yeah, he memorized my schedule. At least welcome in. Yeah, it's stalking, right? And like it's upsetting because like to her and even like a couple of my friends would like laugh it off and be like, oh yeah, your crush is there, you know? And like even me, like I didn't think it was that scary. But I did like my friend and how he would accompany me everywhere. But I didn't really think I was in that much danger. And I think it's just because it's like, as a woman, you're like supposed to accept some things that definitely aren't acceptable. Being the trusted guy friend really is a goal, yeah. The fact women or femme-presenting peeps are taught to just accept that type of behavior, exactly. I don't even have the most Twitch streamers' schedules memorized. Yeah, it's a miracle that you're here, Vishnu. How did he get your schedule? I don't think he ever got my schedule. I think he literally saw where I was at all times and when I would be in the caf. I don't know how he did that. I never found out. But then he asked me on a date, and I did not go. And all my friends were like, Emmy, if you go on that date, we're scared that you would never come back. How can they even like you when they never talk to you? It's not liking, it's just being creep. Right, and it's like the wrong intentions. And like I don't want to flame him either, because I do think it's the problem that it's probably that he was also never taught to deal with his emotions correctly either. Like, that's not how you treat someone who you have a crush on. And maybe he just like never learned that. What am I supposed to do? I did make a good shed. So should I talk to the shark? It truly is. Someone once was like, Bishna, you know my schedule, and I felt really bad because I don't. That's fair. I honestly forget a lot of people's. But yeah, it's like the boys will be boys. You know what's interesting now that I'm thinking about it? I feel like boys will be boys. That phrase enables people, but the phrase that we have for girls is like, it must be that time of the month is I don't know if disables is the right word, but it discredits girls, females. So boys will be boys kind of like enables, and it's that kind of time of the month kind of discredits, I think, which is very interesting. Cool. I can further this. Never talking to someone and then stalking them is not a crush. That's so obsessive. That's true. It takes agency away from the person. Exactly. And it's like how people are always like, I don't know what this is. Okay, task is in progress. Cool. Cool. But, it gives... I don't know what I was going to say. Like, their behavior is only determined by hormonal changes. Right. And it's like how people are like, women should never be world leaders because they're far too emotional. Like, okay. We all have emotions, and in fact, if men don't learn how to deal with their emotions, it's even worse. Like, there's nothing wrong with being emotional. There simply is not. How come no one else wants to be here? Guest review. Oh my god, who do we add? So many people want to stay here. We'll go in order. Assign. Wait, is what's his face still here? Oh no, he's not. He left. So I can assign him to bedroom 1. Nice. Nice. Give Beanie the envelope from Oliver? I don't know who either of those people are. And I know I was here, but how am I supposed to give him an envelope? Did I give it to him? Hello? I'm not a fan of calling adults boys and girls. It feels weird. Oh, for sure. I agree with that. Like the scandal with the Finnish Prime Minister currently. Have you heard about that? I heard a little bit about that. But yeah, that's a good illustration. Always wanted to be a race car driver. Not many bus Grand Prix out there, I'll tell you. How do I give him an envelope? Take? Am I allowed to take that? Of course I know who's been stealing my sandwiches. This week it's lettuce and bologna. I hope they like it. Give him the envelope from Oliver? Who the heck is Oliver? Wait, is this Beanie? Oh, this is Oliver. Okay, who's Beanie? Who is Beanie? Because whoever it is, I have to give them an envelope. Maybe they're up here. Hello? Who the heck is Beanie? I simply don't know who Beanie is. I definitely heard so many similar phrases to boys will be boys about other groups of people too. I would always get on my parents when they would say something that perpetuates harmful stereotypes. Yeah, and they're like, the boys will be boys is like beyond harmful too, I think, because it excuses behavior that simply wouldn't be allowed or encouraged from other people. You know? Who the heck is this? That's Took. Who is Beanie? Who is Beanie? Who the heck is Beanie? I'm trying to think here. What are these? A woman having fun with friends. How scandalous. Tor, welcome in. How are you? Who the heck is Beanie? That's Tony. Oh, is this Beanie? No, that's Annie. I'm confused on who Beanie is. Give Beanie the envelope from Oliver. Okay, what else can I do? Get a book of spelling from the thicket. Get an old computer from Sawdust. Okay, so I'm just supposed to like also scavenge, I think. We can do that. Let's just walk around and scavenge. Is this the thicket? Oh, it has signs on it. And we would discuss it, but I never felt like they truly understood why it was harmful. Yeah. I think it's harmful too because like in that situation where I was talking about my friend who was like, oh, it's okay, he just has a crush on you. Like that encourages us to believe that receiving behavior like that is justified. And it's not. Not to mention it excludes people like me when calling adults boys or girls. Where's the they will be thens that yes. That's true too. And that's like on inclusive language. Inclusive language is so important for many reasons. I've been trying to work on my habit of saying guys all the time. I try to say y'all and stuff instead, or like friends. Guys is a word that I've been saying for like as long as I can remember, so that's been like a really hard word that I've been trying to kick. But even that, like it's very interesting that like it's like defaulted to guys. I'm good, just waiting on the game to update. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Tor. What game are you updating? Thens will then be thens. I don't know, but I love how Bear waddles. Me too. This game is really stinking cute. Like, look at him. We can even zoom in and enhance. So cute. What the heck is that? Welcome in, boys and girls. Everything between and everything outside. Even, so I work at a all-girls school. I work in primaries, like elementary school, so I haven't had experience with any of the students identifying as another gender or using different pronouns. But in the middle school and upper school, there are kids who use different pronouns than she, her, or identify as a different gender. And which I think is really cool because first of all, it's historically an all-girls school. And the school is like very cool with it. So it's nice that it's a safe place for them. But even at my all-girls school, like even with my students, I try not to say girls, even though they're so young. I try to always say friends or like kiddos and stuff like that. I grew up with guys and dude for everyone, trying to change the folks. Folks is a good one too. Yeah, I say dude sometimes. I say bro sometimes a lot. Which I think, again, like I have a few non-binary friends, but I'm not non-binary, so I can't speak to it. But I think it's like different for every person. However, since it is different for every person, like what you're okay with, language-wise, I think if, you know, if the language isn't necessary, like it's not required for me to say dude all the time, like there are other words for it, and if it's easy and not harmful for you to change, why wouldn't you try to change? Oh, multiverses! Tor, I feel like you've been very into that game. Even if you do say guys, I feel like most people understand you're talking to everyone and it's not meant to be exclusive. Oh, for sure. I think most people understand that too, but I think it's important to try to get away from gendered language. I mainly refer to people as peeps or y'all, but I'm Southern. Yeah. The one thing with y'all is that I wish it wasn't like didn't have such a Southern connotation. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I feel like ever since I've been saying y'all more, people are like, I didn't know you were from the South. And I'm like, I'm not. Ooh, look at how cute this is. Look at the moon. How do you do, kiddos? That's me. Maybe I should just start calling all of you kiddos. Oh my god, look at Sabine. She's cool. I don't believe we've met yet. How did you end up here? With my feetsies. That's so cute. I love this game. How do you do, kiddos? Oh, besties is good too. That's a good one too. Burbling bear noises. It's so cute how he tries to speak. How Hank the bear tries to speak. But obviously, humans can't understand bears. My job has an internal page for guidelines and inclusive meetings, and it points out using team and y'all versus guys. That's awesome, Benja Frog. You know what I think is also good in like workplaces is pronouns. Like I really like how on this stream I have my pronouns there, and I think like we can just start introducing ourselves with preferred pronouns as part of it. Like, hey, I'm Emmy, I use she, her pronouns, you know? Like, what's so hard about that? Or at email signatures. You know what? I actually just scheduled to get my septum pierced on Saturday, and when I was making the appointment, I was obviously looking at, like, reviews of the place, and I saw, like, one review for someone named Allison, and everyone really liked her, and how comfortable they made her, or they made them. But I also went on their Instagram, and like they had the pride flag and stuff like that just makes it feel so much more welcoming. And then when I went to make the appointment, they also had like a little drop down for like pronouns. And I'm like, this should be a thing more on forums. Like, why not set yourself up for success, you know? Yeah, the pronoun extension is really good. Yeah, I am doing the septum piercing. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. My partner's job just updated their training to include pronouns, and I just updated my email signature to include my pronouns. I just did my email signature, like maybe, I think a month or so ago. I think I snapped it to you. Wait, really? I don't think I remember that. Language change, and it seems like English is turning guys to be gender free. I think that's what it's historically been, and I know it's different for everyone, so I'm not sure, but I think it's better for short. Yeah, Mars, I have spoken up about that word. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're Mexican and it sounds similar to a slur. Exactly. So yeah, that's been a word that I've talked about too, and I don't like the usage of that word. I can understand that people don't know the history, but yeah, it is. I mean, for me, it's uncomfortably close to a slur that I've been called too. So, yeah, I think the main important thing is just like educating yourself and just trying your best. My issue with telling people my pronouns is I'll tell them I use any, but favor they, them. And it's like they just hear that any and always go with she, her. Cody, I've heard like responses like that or stories like that. I don't know what the word, experiences. And yeah, I think that can be really difficult because I can understand you want all the pronouns to be used, but somebody probably just uses the pronouns that they're comfortable assigning to you. Literally, it was just before this convo. Oh, okay. Let me see if I have a snap from Freezy. I don't. Wait, actually, that's not true. I don't know. I didn't check. I don't think I have notifications. I don't. Freezy said that she snapped me, and she didn't. Remember when I said that we're best friends? I think she lied. I think a lot of people have a hard time grasping they, them as well, which is upsetting. Like, I can't believe that some people are still like, they, them is grammatically incorrect for the singular thing. Like, no, it's not. Like, you automatically, if you pay attention to the way that you talk, you automatically default to they, them. Like, let's say someone's talking to you and they're like, oh, I hung out with my friend, and you don't know the gender of the friend. You're like, oh, what did you do with them? You know? Like, people just don't realize it at all. Willingness to learn and being open to adapt goes a long way, even if you slip up. Exactly, because, like, we're all human, you know? We all slip up, but it's the way that you react to that and take action after that that really demonstrates inclusivity or not. Steph, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Fake friend. Yes, exactly. I sometimes give people the benefit of doubt if they've known me as she, her for longer, but when it's obviously don't want to even try to use others, that's when it really bugs me. I can understand that, and even though, like, I use she, her pronouns, which is what I think most people would probably default to assigning to me if they didn't know. Actually, for sure, that's what people would do, because that's what people in public call me. I can imagine how exhausting it would be for you to constantly feel like you have to tell people that. Did I just hear like a lamb or something? What was that? Thought I heard an animal over there. And like past a certain point, it doesn't feel like that should be your responsibility anymore. I wish they would put the extension on mobile as well. That would be really nice. It should honestly, like right now it's not even like a Twitch extension. It should just be a Twitch extension. How do I get a bus sign? So many things in this game I do not know. What Freezy said, always learning and adapting. Exactly. They, them literally has existed in the English language forever. What the heck was that? 2 guests? Oh god. Run! Run, bear! We have to run to welcome our guests. Hurry. It's unfortunately not so easy in German. There is no gender-neutral pronoun that has always been. So there's no folks has created new ones, which unfortunately makes it even harder. That's interesting. Yeah, I can imagine that, especially since people are already so, like, resistant to they, them here. It would be hard. Non-binary. Okay. It's a struggle here. I've never been comfortable sharing my pronouns in person where I live. I'm sorry to hear that go. And I can get that. Like, it's really dependent on where you live, I think. And have y'all seen those TikToks that are like, it's like, I keep seeing them all the time, and it's like, let's say, someone's getting a drink at a cafe, and it's like a group of non-binary people, and the person at the register is like, all right, have a nice day, ladies, and then it's like the ladies, and it's like people that don't want to identify as ladies. In Norwegian, we have han, he, and han, she, but some years ago we added hen, neutral, to save space. Oh, that's really interesting. Like, how many years ago do you think? IRL, most people don't know about me being non-binary. I am not in a safe place, so I'm in the shell that protects me. We sometimes have to do what keeps us safe. Yeah, and I'm sorry to hear that. And that's what I think is like so special about having online communities where you can feel safe. And you can, like, also, I know It Gets Better actually tweeted something, you know, that like meme that where it's like 2 people at a music festival and it's like one of them is yelling at the other. And it's just that. And I know It Gets Better tweeted that meme with like, was Oliver here the whole time? I don't understand. Anyways, and it was like people can change their pronouns or try them out and stuff. And I think that's really nice about like some good online communities where people can try them out safely. Like, I think that's really beautiful about Twitch communities, is like, it's probably the best place to try that kind of stuff out. Yeah, the yelling meme is so good. 4 to 5 years? Oh, it's been used, but it was officially added 4 to 5 years ago? That's really interesting, Tor. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, Bishna, I'm sorry. I didn't see that you responded too. It's hard when people have the same color name and talk right after each other. There are a lot of languages where there's literally no gendered language at all. Yeah. Like, a lot of Native American tribes have no genders or, different, like just different. It has been used earlier. Okay, don't worry about it. Thank you, Vishna. She called you a weasel. I'm gonna say that. I love how it just says barely legible bear noises. I'm just vibing and listening to them. To the most part, no problem. I appreciate y'all so much. So, what did she say? She gave me this for you. Oh wow. Bud, she found the rest of it. That's incredible, Bud. Oh, drawing all of this out with her was the most fun I ever had. Short of driving a bus, of course. Would y'all ever drive a bus? I feel like that would actually be really scary. Look, there's Sawdust and High Lake, and look, this is where we are. Oh, this is the map of where we are. You probably don't even know what I'm on about. This valley is huge. There's places a bus couldn't even reach. Look at this. Oh my god, I'm so mad that you guys can't see his angry face. My dad drives a bus sometimes. Have you ever been in it while he drives it? Because I generally feel like that would be kind of scary to like make turns and stuff. And it's such a big vehicle, I would be scared. Yeah, I can barely drive a car, right? Like even in my, I used to have a RAV4 and I would be scared to drive that sometimes because it felt like a big car. But it just doesn't feel right for us to sit on our tires like that, you know? I would be president before I become a bus driver. Also, Beanie Blooms, welcome in. Love Bear and Breakfast. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a bus driver so badly. My grandpa was a bus driver and he used to let us play on the bus. That's so cute. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Actually, when I was in middle school, I wanted my first car to be a school bus. Because have y'all ever seen those TikToks of people who like renovate school buses to be like a live-in van? Like they make them look huge. Oh, I found the bus signs. That's amazing. I can finish the bus stop now. This one and another one. Let's go. Epic Gamer moment. You can now fast travel here. That's cool. I think there's another one too. Oh, you never had the chance? Well, hopefully sometime, Kevin. Yeah, and they live in the buses. They literally look so cool. I would love to do that sometimes. I used to be really into tiny homes, but I don't know if I could actually... Like, where would my desk go? Where would my PC setup go? I'd love to do something like that, but I get so paranoid that people could break it. Oh, that's a good point. I never thought about that. I wonder what, like, people do for that kind of security. Yay! Let's try to use the bus stop. Cool. Let's go to the thicket. Can I do that? No, I can't. I can only go to the places where I... That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. Wait, how do I travel? Travel? Travel. There we go. It makes me laugh when they put front doors meant for houses on the buses. I don't know if I've seen that. Okay, now we can talk to Oliver again, I think is his name. Like, English isn't really a gender language other than when talking about a person, but other Germanic languages have gender nouns. Yeah, that's how Spanish, yeah, and French do as well. It is really interesting. And, like, when it's more like that, and more ingrained in the language, it's harder, I'm sure. Tiny homes are only good in The Sims. Should I get the tiny homes extension? Somebody mentioned it for the 100 baby challenge. Like, I wonder if that would help a lot. Yes, I did. Approving bear noises. Yay. Oh, this is cute. Oliver seemed like a friendly, easygoing softie. One of the few people that stuck around the valley. Took, on the other hand, was a crooked critter with a taste for stolen baloney. Mood. A strange pair that lives in a peculiar harmony. They're so cute. This game is so freaking cute. I can smell the gasoline burning through my nose hairs already. Listen, anytime you come across one of these stops, just give it a wash, slap a new sign on it. Oh, cool. I wonder if he gave me the ability to make a sign now. Hank is a baby. He really is. If y'all don't follow the Bear and Breakfast game on Twitter, you definitely should, because they post the funniest memes. They like Photoshop Hank in different games, and I think they just call it. Actually, I don't know if that's the Bear and Breakfast official Twitter, but I do follow a Twitter that just photoshops Hank into places that he shouldn't be. Who the heck is littering around here, by the way? Is that my guess? Because I keep finding litter. The tiny homes in The Sims are good because the skills go up way quicker. Oh, really? Maybe I'll look at it. Job in progress? Oh, 2 more guests. A cool pair of pants. Let's go. I want some pants. In my dialect of Norwegian, we say, "What is she?" When we ask what time it is. That's so interesting. How many dialects are there? Yes, Beanie. Those are so cute. I'm so eloquent today. We're all eloquent all the time. Let's see. I like that the same places replenish with the forageables so often too, because I remember in like Cozy Grove and when I've played, what's that game? We were talking about it earlier. It's like where you have to survive together. What is it? Oh god, I don't remember what it's called. But it looks like Cozy Grove, but instead it's scary. That game is really hard to find forageables in. As an example of gender being part of grammar, that's so interesting. I would love to know like the history of that stuff too. That would be interesting to explore. But I think we'll go to this screen and just want to sum things up with y'all. What game am I thinking of? It's God, it looks like Cozy Grove. It looks like this game that we were just playing. And I don't know how it's you have to survive. It's kind of scary. Don't starve. That's it. Don't starve. That's the one. Yeah, that's definitely it. That's the game I was thinking of. Yeah, it looked like that. So in that game, it was kind of hard to like find things to forage all the time, but this one replenishes a lot. 6 major ones, but I'd say at least 400. That's so interesting, Tor. But y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, really appreciate it. Again, I know it's like an extra step to like go to a different channel, and I know it's different conversations that I normally have. But especially since I won't be streaming for like a week, since I'm going out of town this weekend, it was nice to play with y'all and play a new game and chat with y'all about things that should be chatted about. Seriously, thank you so much. We are going to find someone to raid, and if y'all don't know me already, I wonder what the Emmy command does. Is that a shout out to me? I think in the stream title it said Emmy, but maybe not. Oh, I'm not a moderator here. Okay, there we go. That's the command. Y'all can hang out with me there, and that would be great. I don't have Instagram actually, so don't go to Instagram because I don't have that. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for streaming. It was super insightful. Thank you guys so much. Like, I think it's great that y'all are willing to listen and share and everything like that. It really means a lot. I'm going to look for another It Gets Better ambassador to raid, so if y'all can stick around, there is a raid message that we can use. I'm just checking to see how long these people have been live. Ooh, I know we were talking about Cult of the Lamb earlier, and I think we'll raid Frank the Pegasus. They're just getting started. They use she, her pronouns, so we can keep that in mind. And she uses she, her pronouns. And yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Again, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it so much. We had some good conversations. And again, as Freezy said, basically it just comes down to willingness of learning and, you know, how you react when you inevitably, unfortunately, mess up because we're human. But thank you guys so much for listening and thank you for being here. And I hope you all have a great week. I'll be back on Monday. Let me say goodbye to you all before we head out. Dondoms, thank you for hanging out. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. And Linz, thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Tor, thank you. Beanie, Kevin, Pixie, Israri, Goat, Cody, Arthur, Bishna, Kevin, and anyone that's lurking. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. Again, I hope you guys have a great week. Frank is playing Cult of the Lamb, and I think that has like Twitch chat integration. I don't know. I'm excited to see what it's about because I haven't actually properly watched it yet, but I keep hearing really good things about it. But again, love you guys. Stay hydrated. Please don't get arrested. And let's go say hi. Thank you for being here. Goodbye.